Tunisco ló wà ní screen.
Tunisco bó o.
Network yín ni o bọ́dá Yomi ló wà ní big screen.
Ọ̀gùn Yomi ló wà ní big screen o.
ṣáwọ́ ẹ̀ ṣì ń gbọ́ àwọn èèyàn ni.
Mr. Popi ṣàtàrí wà lu èbó ni.
Kò sí nǹkan tí ò sí rí.
Àwọn èèyàn kan mà ní Tunisco làwọn rí big screen Ọ̀gùn Yomi.
Kò rẹ́gẹ̀ ẹ̀ka ọlọ́pàá náà sọ pé bleeding profusely. Corona tí wọ́n ṣe lọ tẹ́yìn rí tó fẹ́ ṣe ìdájọ́ lórí ẹ̀. Níbo ni wọ́n ti fi ẹsẹ̀ múlẹ̀ ibi tí Mohbad ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí bleed. Ṣé wọ́n fẹsẹ̀ múlẹ̀?
Yes sir. Mo fọwọ́ àtọmọdé lẹ́nu Fẹ́ńjíàsì sọ̀rọ̀ kan lánàá. Adẹ̀sìkì rẹ́kọ̀dù ẹ̀. Fẹ́ńjíàsì ní pé òun rí pé ọ̀rọ̀ tí Yomi sọ pé kò yẹ kán dá corona inquest sílẹ̀ pé òun support ẹ̀. Ó ní pé kò yẹ kí òun rí pé because kò sí nǹkan tí corona inquest tó máa gbé jáde. Ó nígbà tí Yomi sọ pé òun kọ́kọ́ bílí pé but òun gbàgbọ́ pé òun tẹ̀lé ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn Adẹ̀sìkì rẹ́kọ̀dù ẹ̀.
Ẹ play ṣe lè play ẹ̀.
Ẹ jẹ́ kí sáà mú pò tó wà wá mo bọ̀ máa play ẹ̀ sà.
Ẹ imagine akígbe mọ́rù tó máa ń against Mr. Yomi. Ẹ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan wọn máa gbé akígbe mọ́rù.
Ohun tí mo ń try láti ṣàlàyé pé ọ̀nà tí Mohbad máa fi rí justice kò ṣe pé government wọ́n ń bínú pé kìlómítà ṣe ń béèrè fún justice Mohbad. Ohun tó ṣẹlẹ̀ lára àkọ́kọ́ the first phase and the reality is this ọ̀nà méjì ní case fi lè wà resolve lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà the conventional way or political solution. Case lè ṣẹlẹ̀ láàrin èèyàn méjì ìlú society kẹgbẹ́ lọ court kọ́ wo politically ta ló jẹ̀bi kọ́ dájọ́. Ìyẹn ni pé tí ó bá ti sí pé eléyìí ń dá sí eléyìí lọ lọ́wọ́ ẹsẹ̀ àwọn méjì jọ mọ èèyàn kankan wọ́n jọ gbé wá sí ilé ẹjọ́ àwọn méjì yẹn wọ́n lo bóyá mo mọ gọ́vnọ̀ mo mọ mínísítà kò sí tó jọ ilé ẹjọ́ rí pé àwọn gba case kò sí opportunity but any case tí wọ́n ṣe bí ẹjẹ́ fi kọ́
Ọ̀gùn Yomi mo ń bọ̀ Ọ̀gùn Yomi ṣe mọ nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ni pé ẹjọ́ ẹ̀ bluetooth kì í pa ilé nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ni pé bó ṣe gbẹ́nulé pé òun support Yomi yẹn ṣó ti yé yín ibi tó ti lóun support Yomi pé kinní yẹn ẹ mọ̀ pé ó ti sọ káà tó wò pé jẹ́ ká screen record ẹ̀ but at least tó sì ń lọ yẹn ẹ máa gbọ́ continuation sí sà ṣó ti yé yín ní ìmọ̀ bóyá ọ̀dọ̀ Tóyìn pèpèrèpè náà ti ṣe lánàá.
Kò tí ẹ̀fẹ́ kí wọ́n bá fẹ́ sí.
Sọ́mi. Ẹni gẹ́ yí fóònù ó ti connect already.
We are not letting down our own corona inquest. We know these people in reverse was the case because they actually know the culprit and they are doing everything they can to protect the culprit of that crime. But however, corona inquest has actually opened up so many other levels of conspiracies and has shown categorically that the government of Lagos State are biased, non-sensitive, nonchalant, wicked, and they do not have any outer of respect, not only for the property, but also for the human lives. So the coroner inquest has exposed them the more for being the kind cowards and the predators that people know them to be. Not only that, we are not relaxing. We are not letting down our own coroner inquest. We know these people in
network yẹn ọ̀dà láàrin ibẹ̀ yẹn ṣe ti mú nǹkan tó fẹ́ mú ọkùnrin Yomi.
Yeah.
Mú nǹkan tó fẹ́ mú àbí kí n replay ẹ̀ sá.
This is okay.
Okay.
nǹkan tó sọ ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ ni pé ó ní àì.
nǹkan
tó sọ ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ because mo gbọ́ ẹ̀mí ni mo gbọ́ dáadáa. Nǹkan tó sọ ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ was that I heard Yomi when Yomi was saying it in one platform that Corona inquest is nonsense. I am in support of him saying that because this is an homicide case. They are supposed to they know who the culprit is. And in Mohbad's case, reverse is the case. That instead of them to pick up who the culprit is, they refuse doing that. They are now doing another thing. If you are not want to answer, I will go to down network and to a bad now down pay even wanting will pay George Ego like Bobby now. Pay George Ego, Oti order putting bias because what are they waiting for? Kilo de to pay to what is an homicide case? Àwọn tó wà nínú ilé kò sí nǹkankan.
Kò sí kankan náà for 2 years.
For 2 years.
Kò sí nǹkan tán lè achieve for that 2 years.
Pé sọ pé òun wà in support of nǹkan tó sọ yẹn pé that shows Corona is not what we need.
And that has been what you have been saying all this while. Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ wọ́n mi ṣayọ̀ network yẹn ò dá.
Bóyá kẹ́ meet wọn.
Mo ti meet wọn. Ayaba Esteri ẹ̀ka bọ̀ IBK. Ìbùkún. Ẹ̀gbọ́n Mohbad ló wọlé yẹn o. Ẹ̀gbọ́n Mohbad ló wọlé yẹn o Yomi. IBK ló wọlé yẹn.
It's kò sí wàhálà ńbẹ̀. The point is this, ṣé ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ mi? A ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀pẹ̀.
Èyí náà ní pé kò ṣe lọ́dọ̀. Mo ti ra
Bí ká máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ àbẹ́fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀.
No sir.
Sọ̀rọ̀ yìí lọ.
Okay. A ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀pẹ̀. Lèmi ti wo the whole investigation analysis. And I look at it and say, this is homicide. Kí ló máa ń fà tá a máa fi ń dé stage wọ́n máa ń rí fa case lọ sí corona. Ihun tí ọlọ́pàá bá ṣe dé stage kan tó máa rí pé okay ibi yóò lọ́jú and the best way to get the result is to introduce a corona inquest. And that corona inquest bundle of evidence ló máa kó lọ bẹ̀ wọ́n kàn nídìí pé kí evidence yẹn kó wá tọ́ka sí èèyàn kan báyìí pàtó. But in the case of this corona inquest, I took the courage because wọ́n ti ní olóòótọ́ lù òun lọ tá lù. But I said, let me speak the truth and stand by the public. Maybe some don't know that in the first place, there is no need for corona inquest at this stage. Because àwọn nǹkan tó yẹ kí wọ́n establish, tó yẹ kọ́lọ́pàá establish, wọn ti ẹ̀ ṣe rárá. And I said I was going to protest. A lot of people thought, kọ́kọ́ bèrè pé kí ló fà á tí mo ní mo ṣe fẹ́ protest níwájú corona court. Mi ti dórí TikTok nígbà yẹn. And that was what informed my analysis when Lagata said, Baba, come to TikTok. Àwọn àlàyé tẹ́ ń ṣe. People of interest are more on TikTok. They will understand you better and they will fight this thing together. I said, no problem. òun làwọn àlàyé tèmi ṣe lóríṣiríṣi pé these are the lacunas, these are things I need to do, and I put up a letter immediately. I shared it with Lagata Guresi, and I think maybe the lawyer then, Barrister Odmosuye. My letter to the governor, letter to the commissioner of police that I'll be protesting in front of the coroner court. Before the bossman said, lára nǹkan tóun tiẹ̀ fẹ́ mọ̀ tóun ni pé òun fẹ́ mọ̀ distance láàrin estate Mohbad àti Kura Med Hospital yẹn. Wọ́n ká wá gbé yẹn ti sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́. The honest truth tá láti understand ni pé who introduced the coroner inquest? Who is in charge of this particular case with Lagos State government is the Ministry of Justice on behalf of the governor. Tẹ́ bá fẹ́ kí ìjọba kó ná millions upon millions lórí kéèsì. If they want to start, lákòókò náà tẹ́ bá tẹ̀ tí kọ́kọ́ rí ìwò exhumation ẹ̀lú ẹ̀kẹ́ tí kọ́kọ́ wò. If it is the government that is exhuming and investigating Mohbad's case, there are so many ambulances. Tó bá jẹ́ pé ibi tí wọ́n ti kọ́kọ́ fẹ́ jẹ́ kẹ́mọ̀ pé they have full interest. Ambulance tó fi wú òkú yẹn jáde tó fi gbé yẹn. Kò ń ṣe bọ́ọ̀sì àyàsì sẹ́yìn lára máa fi gbé òkú Mohbad. That alone did not even represent that level of dignity. Nígbà tó yẹ pé àwọn ọlọ́pàá ló lọ rẹ́ǹtì bọ́ọ̀sì tó fi gbé òkú. Aláwọ̀ kan náà. Ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì bẹ̀. Whether we all like it or not. Whether we all like it or not. Nígbà tí police investigation in an homicide case tàti gbọ́ pé wọ́n lé Mohbad bẹ́yàn kọjá ó wọnú ilé inú ilé ló kú sí bleeding profusely wọ́n fún ní injection. There is no way tí wọ́n bá fẹ́ kọ́kọ́ ka gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n kọ́ arrest kò bá jẹ́ 24 hours ni wọ́n fi arrest wọn kó tó bail ìyàwó which is Wumi, Adura, Darosha. They are meant to be part of those that should be arrested. On pre-arrest. I went into the whole stuff, nothing like that happened. Kí lẹ fẹ́ kí Corona bá yín resolve. Because if people are going to be coming to Corona, they will be coming there as a witness. Torí kò sẹ́ni tí wọ́n fi ẹ̀sùn kàn ní Corona. Ẹ fi wá wọ́n fẹ́ ṣèwádìí ni. Nígbà tí wọ́n pè ọjọ́ kan pé ẹ wá kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ nínú ilé yẹn. Meanwhile, it is only at the police level. They only invite you, come to our station. You are in the house. Or one fear sumai kwe. Thomas fear sukwe. They can detain you like you're not going home. You need to give us more information. From there, they will know better. The judge cannot categorically say, at the coroner inquest, so when it was obvious that the police actually, it's not even police. You understand that it was a script. Public is a what I can tell you that happened is that immature at this stage today, the police àwọn ọmọ bá díẹ̀ ni wọ́n tọ́ ṣe kí ní ẹ̀ like ẹ wo àdé láti máa wá nǹkan tí ó sọnù ẹ jẹ́ ká wá báyìí kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ gbọ́gbẹ́ sọ wọ́n fẹnu sọ and they look for a way èèyàn kan ló gbé master script yẹn lẹ̀ pé this is how or what you can present to the public kẹ wá fi corona gbalẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ kọ́ máa jẹ yẹn lọ ibi tó máa wà tó máa ti gbọ́ corona yẹn is a big word ibi tó máa darúgbó sí nìyẹn because the moment they say they should duplicate to DPP see ọ̀nà ti establish corona they will expect that corona too will give whatever they find out to DPP so ẹ jẹ́ kó wà ń bẹ̀ ìbẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ àdúrà sí and then the case is as good as over. After months of planning and scripting. But nítorí pé time yẹn, gbogbo planning yẹn between you and I, aláti sòótọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ fúnra wa. Gbogbo àwọn tó jẹ́ ẹbí Mohbad délẹ̀ tó yẹ kó jẹ́ main complainant ó tẹ́ wọn lọ́rùn. Àti police investigation o, àti corona tó gbélẹ̀. So they only thought that members of the public ẹjẹ́ akọ stage kan to show that there is actual workings. And immediately that happened, gbogbo àwọn tó lead the onslaught yẹn gbà yẹn, wọ́n láwọn ti withdraw àwọn òṣìmọ́. And I'm like, what is going on? So when I came in, I just have to come and speak my truth direct that if I'm going to start this stuff, I will start by speaking my own truth. Though it might look like you are trying to expose the powers that be. Well, to really love Kotonshi, you really want to give back to the society, you want to fight for truth and justice. Oh, tell the bottom of you must not be selective. And I said, getting into war law, what is say obey. The ship is already sailing on the north side of injustice. If you want it to make a detour and sail on the pathway of justice, the south side of justice, and a lot of sacrifices will have to be made. So basically, that was the beginning of the problem. But unfortunately, a lot of people that were, hiding behind one or two of the three family members, they could not even understand. So when I began to say, what justice for Mohbad? It is Mohbad that I'm seeking justice for. Igberaga, Abuya, Oluefeshe, Afemi. That is what they thought I was doing. Because the moment I realized the fact that Kekere, Gulabere, anaphylactic reaction. Irú anaphylactic wo nìyẹn? What kind of stuff is that? That's impossible. Why you only come body? It's preposterous. And the fact that I took my time, because you my share assessment, I told you guys that I spoke to them at Kuramed. I have it on tape, recorded. But I will only present that when the case gets to trial. By presenting it stage E is a waste of time. Some of them are very glaring, to are direct. What authority arrest it? What authority accuse it? For now, don't write anybody out. For now, don't write anybody out. As we speak now, don't write anybody out yet. If there is anybody that is likely to be given excuse to what common script here is Prime Boy. But for now, don't write anybody out yet. And I can tell you that for free. And anyway, I don't know how much of a day they want us to speak, but I know certainly ilé ayé ilé o. Ilé ayé ilé.
Ọ̀gbìn Yomi, Mohbad kọrin kan. Mohbad ní pé inú ẹ dájì kòtò ayé Africa Magic kòtò ayé inú ẹ̀dá jìn. Yes sir.
Báwo ni fẹ́ sọ náà? It's quite sad. It's quite sad. Kò ń ṣe. I'm taking my time. The truth is this. Even the key evidence to my set
Báyẹ̀ kọ́ sà.
the evidence that will set the real investigation and prosecution in motion in the right way. I can tell you for free. We just have to brace up. Tó bá tún máa padà jáde náà. Two things are likely to happen, which I cannot categorically guarantee that it may not happen. There could be serious clashes. Clashes tí mo sọ yìí, ẹ mo sáwó sí. Ìkejì bẹ́ẹ̀. Lórí kéèsì Mohbad yìí, ohun tó ń pè ní family tí fídíò yẹn bá bọ́ta ìjọ yẹn lẹ́nu máa yá dànù pé kò sí tó ń jẹ́ family mọ́. That is the day a lot of people will tear it out and say the biggest scam is the word family. So it is on that premise you understand why some section are trying to preserve and say, you know what, let it just go. But on the other side, on the contrary, getting Mohbad justice with those evidence, maybe if he's out or not, it will help a whole lot. But of course, the public will still not be satisfied. Okay, maybe they are able to get to know, well, this classified document or piece of evidence is already with the public or international media. It is still the same government that will have to spend a whole lot of money to say, please, I don't come all over. Ṣé mo jẹ́ olórí ló ń tọ́mọ?
Mi ò ní bébí o.
À ń gbáriwo ọmọ ni. So,
mo ti mute mi tó ti ń wá.
Because when you look at the only thing tó wà important, tó heavy at that corona inquest is the toxicology and the autopsy. And if the government owned and the family owned came out inconclusive and unascertained, you should know certainly what will be the verdict of the coroner judge. And you cannot blame the judge because no tangible evidence is before that court. Key evidence, they don't want to go there. But just accept that the coroner inquest is just to delay and buy time so that the public can get frustrated. So that big case of Mohbad lotto here. If anybody is going to be asking question, they can only say, well, the coroner too also went into it and they couldn't find something. And the police will tell you, the DPP advised us that social set of people does not have case to answer. And the few ones that we retained, those are the ones that we... And then you ask yourself, what do you nọ́ọ̀sì tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n sọ pé fake ni tó mọ̀ pé fake lòun tó mọ̀ pé gbogbo ohun tó lẹ́yìn kò yẹ kóun ṣe nígbà tó fẹ́ charge ẹ̀ wọ́n gbé lọ sí magistrate court wọ́n ní Miss Denemo and then you should ask yourself this question. If you are a legitimate professional, check it to me. If you are a legitimate professional and you mistakenly take somebody's life, there is still a high level of punishment for healthcare providers to be negligent. How much more a quack tí ò yẹ kó tiẹ̀ dánwò rárá tó mọ̀ pé ohun tó ń fẹ́ ṣe yìí òun ò wà trained fún òun ò ní knowledge fún ó dẹ̀ dabble into it at the expense of somebody's life, whether we all like it or not. Ẹ wo gbogbo story tá à ń gbọ́. It's a shame that we have a government that can be listening to this and they look at it and say ṣé bí life ṣe wá rí lélẹ̀. They couldn't even clean up the old job. The driver came out and said, it was even 3 a.m. Then the first emergency occurred. That means there was no emergency in the Ikorodu town hall. There was no emergency on their way home. The emergency started 3 a.m. Now, which was on the 11th. And they were staging another emergency. So, Mohbad need multiple emergency.
Uncle Yomi, láti fortress ń tẹ̀ ń sọ tòótọ́ àwọn government wọn ò ní any interest in this case torí according to research, according to experience, 95% of homicide is committed by a close relatives. For the mere fact pé wọ́n refuse wọ́n dẹ̀ turn a blind eye láti investigate ọ̀wọ́n tó wà nínú ilé yẹn, they know what they're doing. Number one, yeah. Number two, ti nurse, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Let's be honest with ourselves.
Yeah.
When the public cried out,
yeah.
The public to cry out.
Yeah.
And when an incident occurred,
yeah.
That is when whether police, fire service, even the ambulance will be aware, they'll be notified.
Yeah.
When they swung into action, it's not appropriate. Okay. Tokini dadani. Nígbà tí wọ́n ti mọ tó ṣẹlẹ̀, wọ́n ti gbégbèsè lọ, ta la lè lọ bá tó lè bá wa tó gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ yìí, tó ní connection, tó lè tètè bá wa ti government pé ẹ dúró mẹ́wàá, àwa gangan la ṣe. Akọ̀tọ̀ public pariwo pé àwa gangan la ṣe, àárín wa ló ti ṣẹlẹ̀ pẹ̀lú báyìí. Ẹ ti understand?
We still saying the same thing. Because one month to ṣẹlẹ̀. And another point, mo fẹ́ tún sọ ní ti nurse. Wọ́n kàn fi ti nurse yẹn diversion ni. Wọ́n mọ̀ pé nurse kan ló pa Mohbad. Tó bá yẹn pé nurse ni, Wùmí àti gbogbo wọn tó wà ńbẹ̀, wọ́n á ti pariwo síta. Kí ló dé tí wọ́n fa nurse láti ìjọ́ tí wọ́n ti ń pariwo pé nurse, tán bá mọ̀ pé nurse ni. Wọ́n mọ̀ clearly nurse kan ló pa. Definitely nurse kan ló pa.
Ṣé ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ mi?
Yeah.
What is very important and clear is this. When the incident happened, they knew who came in. And they knew who came in, whatever they did. It's the normal lifestyle. And if they choose to go this level, and it was said, or what he buys in, it's still the same thing. Now, when it got to that stage, gbogbo wọn yẹn láàrin mi àti kò sẹ́ni tó fẹ́ lọ bá láàrin mi àti bọ́ pariwo ń gbà yẹn ó possible kò jẹ́ pé any attempt to speak it went but unfortunately kò ṣe pé wọn ò lè pariwo kò ṣe. The fact that their own blood ó ti wà involve etí wo ló bá yọ̀ bọ̀ ariwo wo lè fẹ́ pa ṣe mọ àwọn tó jẹ́ pé ọmọ 14 years obìnrin wọ́n àgbà sílé wọ́n wá ní ọmọkùnrin bí ọmọ 21-year-old tó wá bá ọmọ yẹn sùn ẹ̀rí pẹ̀lú wọn yẹn wọ́n ní bọ́tà sọ fighting for girl child nígbà táwọn adé ti ń protest àti ń campaign láti 2006 child labour stop it táwa ti ń fẹ̀mí wa di tá ti lọ protest káàkiri lọ Àkúrẹ́ lọ Oǹdó lọ Kwara gbogbo wọn yìí wọ́n kàn ṣakọ káàkiri lórí social media irúfẹ́ irú àwọn yẹn tó bá ti involve ọmọ wọn they won't even talk about the advocacy again ibi tí ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ti wọ́ kò ṣe pé lọ́wọ́ ìjọba láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀pẹ̀ I am telling you for free in that kind of a case tó bá jẹ́ pé bó ṣe ṣẹlẹ̀ tó involve little externals even àwọn táwọn pè lẹ́sítánà gan gbogbo wọn láwọn pa àwọn ọjọ́ àpapọ̀ náà ṣì ni so immediately it happened wọ́n ti rí pé ok kí ló máa ṣẹlẹ̀ báyìí ó ti ṣẹlẹ̀ báyìí nìyẹn full story ó possible kọ́ máa sọ kọlẹ̀ fún bàbá Mohbad there is a likelihood to that but we will get to know very soon if he had a full breakdown or not. Because when you see a proper human rights, do we want to pursue it the right way? Are we willing to go the route of Kariske? So basically, when the old stuff came up, they will need to pass through members of the family. And don't be deceived, except the Olopa as going about no torture. Or go by, we will go get this thing by all means necessary. So, koto di po say always of ibi báyìí ni tó ṣẹlẹ̀ kó fẹnu sọ fún wọn ó yá ẹ sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ okay nǹkan báyìí kan ẹ má ṣe wàhálà yẹn it's quite a shame we have to accept the fact that the kind of system we have policing system nígbà tí ọlọ́pàá bá ń bọ́ta sọ fún yín pé in a case of homicide some family might choose to say we don't want to investigate it we want it to pass gbogbo yín lẹ́gbọ́n náà àbí mo parọ́ ni you had the PPRO of Lagos State tó bọ́ta sọ pé tí wọ́n bá pa èèyàn gan and I look at it and say nobody challenged it èmi ò tiẹ̀ gbọ́n gbà yẹn ó yẹ yín pé tó bá pa èèyàn the family can say we don't agbàfọ́lọ́ and then we let it go it's because
intemi yìí mọ̀ nípa gbogbo kéèsì ni pé there is somebody at the top tí àwọn gọ́fìmẹ̀ntì tó jẹ́ pé pàdípàdí wọn ni tí wọ́n yìí ń ṣe kínní if not irú kéèsì tó jẹ́ pé ó ti lọ worldwide tó ń dá ojú tì sí nàìjíríà tó dẹ̀ yẹn pé àwọn Nigerian government wọ́n dẹ̀ ń turn blind eye there is something behind it ó lẹ́nìkan tó ń cover mo sorry it's not an ordinary thing ó lẹ́nìkan tó ń cover.
ẹ máa gbọ́dọ̀ mi kò sí ọ̀kan tó ń cover ju pé the family themselves.
No, it's got nothing to do with the family. Tí wọ́n bá ti pààyàn, ó ti di kéèsì ìjọba.
I'm not saying that they are not covering anybody.
They are, definitely.
Ẹni tí mo try láti jẹ́ kó yẹ kẹ́ láti kọ́kọ́ establish. Nǹkan fàtí gbogbo yín kẹ́ kọ́kọ́ fi tẹ̀lé pull out yẹn nìyẹn. Tó bá jẹ́ pé láti lẹ̀, lẹ́ti jẹ́ káwọn tó ṣàlàyé fún ìsọfún.
Yomi, ẹ ká sàn sá
hold
mo
on
fẹ́ sáré
ẹni sáré
sọ̀rọ̀
sọ̀rọ̀
kan sá
padà wọ́n tán sí tó bá yẹ pé ẹ jẹ́ kó sọ fún yín pé the major truth and the major culprits are the family members. Kò sí bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe máa kó gbogbo resources àti energy yìí behind any of the family member. Even kí ìkànnì wọn bá ta sọ pé èmi ò mọ̀ ń pa ẹ́ o àwọn ilé kó dárúkọ gba àwọn tó ṣe nu family. You will only accept the person as you want to speak the truth, but it will be wrong to make that person kó lead débi pé gbogbo vital evidence and information ẹ tún fẹ́ kó fọ́nítọ̀ yẹn. If you do that, it's because you are not putting in place something they call conflict of interest. And that was where I got angry. But no. Kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀? If you are family, you are your daily, and you are power of attorney, people are not looking at my sincerity in pursuing the case there. They were donating to support me, then I should be sentimental. And I'm like, public, and none of the public member would tell me, I wasn't collecting that kind of support. So from the word go, whoever is necessary to be exposed, I will expose. But they were looking at competition. They were looking at the money they were supporting. So basically, the moment I saw, they knocked off public lawyer, I supported it. But me, because the moment you start, they will come to your page, they will start attacking people, start calling you, oh, your member, that's not a public lawyer. This is a movement. It's not a family matter. It's beyond justice from Obad. There must be, number one, people offline, Tonga. There must be a legal team. Tomba, he face a case here. Those two things were seriously missing. And brilliant. So I expose. But I look and say, maybe they've not really they've not been into a serious movement or advocacy like this. So they couldn't understand the fact that no matter how clean any member of Mohbad's family is, we cannot put them into the whole investigation. I'm as witness only. He's just meant to come as a witness. Because he knew what we don't know from beginning. And he denied the public that. And you will not want him to come and throw himself under the bus again. Even the one that he said, okay, he's no longer on the 12, 11. How come? Even page, the question, they couldn't ask the first thing. In homicide case, they affiliate on every day. But at what point did you realize it was no longer on the 12th and it was on the 11th? Knowing fully well that saying on the 11th means that there was no nurse. If you protest everybody. But kí ni o tẹ̀rí into bàbá yẹn bá sọ ló máa determine bí public ṣe máa react pé kí ló fà tẹ́ fi conclude pé 11th ni kò kí ṣe 12 mọ́ kí ló fà tẹ́ fi sọ pé kí ló tó ṣe fi Naira Marley sílẹ̀ àti Sam Larry tẹ́ sọ pé no, they should return them back. Ó ní o tẹ̀rí o. That would have set the entire nation into frenzy and a serious war, because tí irú àwọn bá gbọ́ the human rights community tó bá ti wà germane will shake up the government and nothing will happen. The reason that is they call it protest nítorí pé kò tí sí nǹkan tó máa push around. Ohun tó máa trigger around pé so ìjọba àṣẹyìn da ọbọ murderers ni. Ìjọ yẹn lè máa mọ̀ pé ní any family only surname ó dẹ̀ ní family irrespective of position tó bá ní. Ìjọ yẹn lè máa mọ̀ pé àṣàrà ayé mọ family house wọn. Nígbà ensas lẹ́wọ̀n gbogbo nílé tó ní kálukú ní ẹ̀rí pé neighbor ẹlòmíì tó wà lórí opposition ńlá ó máa kẹ̀yìn sí pé sóhun tẹ́ ìṣeré. So make any sense ni? If my neighbor who is probably in a very high position in society wọ́n á rí pé ó ń da ọ̀bọ̀ murderers àbáwọn ritualist tó ń fi ọmọ ìkéré ṣògo bàbá nítorí pé ó jẹ governor bó jẹ minister bó jẹ kíní kan máa da ọ̀bọ̀. So the fact remains that whether we all like it or not, that was how we got it so wrong. But these people are so clever because they are in conjunction with whoever. They were able to assemble some set of attack dogs on social media, thinking that, okay, let's try and silence those who can silence. But the fact remains this. If the public and the people that are with Baba could not make him to say, at what point did you change from 12 to 11th, and what was that thing? Ihun tí Baba yẹn fi lè sọ pé on the 11th, tẹ́ bá mọ̀, tá à ń sọ ìkọlà máa sọ. Coupled with the fact that the video, ohun tó sọ pé ó ṣẹlẹ̀ nínú ilé yẹn, and those involved, I can tell you for free, it will be out very soon. How? Bó ṣe máa bọ́ta, kí ni consequence ẹ̀? How patriotic can one be in another angle to Ale? So let me give another person to talk before I come in, because Kevalo hit him too, you hit. You're only for you on the balance. So Madam Foley, you can go on.
In tẹ́mi yìí ń sọ ní pé kí ló dé tí gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì tàn blind eye sí ọ̀wọ́n tó wà nínú ilé up till today tí wọ́n yẹn pé corona náà kàn ń sọ that is a bloody waste of time ní pé wọ́n pa èèyàn ní títí tèmi o I don't know where we're going to go from here because I think they are not interested, and if they are not interested to like press the right button, we're just wasting our time.
It's because
something not right there.
It's because
something
they
not right.
think the family is not interested. The
It's
only
not
reason
a
why
case
they
of
gave us the
family.
corona is because they want to.
Family téèyàn bá pààyàn regardless.
You see, ẹ máa gbọ́, ẹ̀yin public náà tẹ̀ ń jà fún tẹ́lẹ̀. Ẹ láti máa bá ṣàrọ̀ wí ká máa bá ṣàrọ̀ wí o. We are not a society that is still well groomed to know who is really on our side or not. Even the public tó ń jà láti almost a year plus. Ẹ sọ èèyàn kan pàtó tó mú key evidence jáde dépòdépò tó mú lọ bá ọlọ́pàá àbí any government institution. And when we came on board and we're trying to interface with the government, the real institutions, kí ni ohun tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sáwọn àgbègbè?
Yeah, it's true. You are the only one. Tí mú lead kan wá. As far as I'm concerned.
In spite of that, gbogbo ìtàn sọ yẹn, tí òye ògbó yín báyìí ni pé trying to now change the narrative and the direction of the case. We were already facing problem with the government and the entire family, Tom your package and the power brokers. But ẹ wo láti gbà yẹn dì sí. Mo ṣe púpọ̀ yẹn kì í ti sábì ẹ̀mẹ́wàá. Mo fi wèrè report out. I sacrifice some certain things. Ilé tí mo ti ẹ̀ ń gbé tọ́lẹ̀ kàmí mọ́. Gbogbo pé wọ́n ní kí n lọ sí protest tẹni tó ká wọn lára pé Yomi lóun fẹ́ lọ sí corona kò lọ bẹ̀ oníyẹ̀wò wákàkó tí kìíní kan Sami Jojo tó ní ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe protest lára àwọn ibi tó ti fẹ́ rí mi mú ni o. Ó wò pé níbo la ti fẹ́ rí Yomi. I can tell you for free gbogbo tẹni tí mo ń ṣe yẹn mo fi ilé tí mo ń gbélẹ̀ mi ò lọ sí film location kankan mo bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí mo kọ iṣẹ́ sílẹ̀. Èyí tó wá sí ibẹ̀ ni pé any movement màá yọ sim card kúrò tí n bá débi tí mo ń lọ màá fi sim card sí. Tí bá tún fẹ́ kúrò mbẹ́, màá tún yọ SIM card. I always go off radar.
But Uncle Yomi kí ló ń lé yín fún sà? Ẹ má bínú sà, kí ló ń lé yín fún? Sẹ́yìn lẹ pa Mohbad ni.
The point is this. Kò ṣe pé èyí tí wọ́n ń try láti ṣe ni pé nísìnyí gbogbo àwọn tí ọlọ́pàá ṣìírí àwọn ti bò. The family are not interested. Wọ́n ti kọ script tó fẹ́ kọ. And at the end of the day, tí ìgbà tí public béèrè fún justice for Mohbad yẹn, tí wọn ò bá rí one single family kó tiẹ̀ wà ní side public àṣírí máa tètè tú. Ẹ kọ picture pé láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ńgbà yẹn ká máa rí any of a family member seeking justice for Mohbad. So basically when we now came on board, camera neighbor yẹn is the least they will expect anybody to enter into that estate. Wọ́n ever believe pé anybody tiẹ̀ máa ní courage láti wọ bẹ̀ lọ. Kó wá point jáde if I had known ṣé ń gbọ́dọ̀ mi if I had known láti ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀pẹ̀ tí mo ti wò pé okay, this case, let me do my feasibility studies and how do I attack it head on. Tí mo lè lọ wá owó, mo pe àwọn èèyàn tí mo lè mọ̀ pé mo fẹ́ lọ ṣe case báyìí àwọn ní so mo ti wò èyí wá cost mi àti pẹ́tipẹ́ would have no all lè fi pa mí o, but I would have gotten something out before they take my life. Because nígbà yẹn mi ò ní mọ̀ pa àwọn tèmi gan tiẹ̀ fẹ́ dí pẹ̀lú àwọn tó máa padà sọ pé àbúrò lélẹ̀ ní ṣé kò mọ̀ káwọn aláwa ń dìbò cover up ni. So irrespective nítorí pé Ọlọ́run tún ní ẹ̀mí èèyàn ló tún push yàn pé wọ́n ti ẹ̀ sọ díẹ̀ jáde kó lè mọ bó ṣe ń lọ. Because I can tell you categorically, if a whole command tí wọ́n bá ti gba case láti ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ tí wọ́n ti ṣe bọ́n ṣe ṣe yẹn, even tí o bá tiẹ̀ dénú wọn, they are still of the opinion pé ìyá àti bàbá wọ́n ti gba kámú. Tí ẹ bá fẹ́ kí justice wá fún Mohbad, you will start from who actually went to bury Mohbad. You cannot be seeking justice kò dẹ̀ lọ bury Mohbad in time yẹn. Ó yàtọ̀ àfẹn tó bá fẹ́ tọ́ra ẹ̀. Nobody tó bá mọ adúlù kan sí bàbá yẹn lóhùn mọ́ ẹ̀ tó bá tún sáyé lọ sí ọmọ yẹn. The whole story pé wọ́n lọ sí station ẹ̀kọ́ wọ́n reject wọ́n dẹ̀ lọ sí ọmọ yẹn kò hard up, and I tried to say that several times pé ẹ má tẹ̀lé pull out yẹn kò make any sense, kò possible kó lọ report ní police station pé wọ́n pa ọmọ ẹ̀ kó ló rẹ́jẹ̀ kó rí gbogbo ẹ̀. Even kò gbé bọ́dì yẹn wá kọ́lọ́pàá sọ fún ẹ pé àwọn onídẹ́ lò tí wọ́n bá reject ní police station ẹ̀kan. There are so many police stations you can report homicide. But tó bá jẹ́ pé o fẹ́ gba document to show pé nǹkan bá ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ pé àwa rí o, we were there to go and witness the body and it is our jurisdiction, they will refer you to a different jurisdiction. But if you are reporting a crime, every other station will listen to you first. But if you are looking for administrative support, ipe ẹ fún wa ní document pé ẹ̀yin lẹ lọ síbẹ̀ ẹ lọ observe òkú yẹn, ẹ observe gbogbo nǹkan, kẹ́ wá fún wa ní report ń tẹ́ rí, wọ́n sọ pé báwo la ṣe ẹ máa fi police station tó wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ bẹ́lẹ̀ kẹ́ wá bá wa. They will tell you go there to the nearest one. Ṣó ti yẹ kọ́ bó sọ? So basically, whatever the case may be, I've said it abundantly then that unto Shelembe anyway, they went to seek a police report. And if you want police to commit themselves that we saw the body, untari batade body yeri, aripe kò sápá lára ẹ̀, aripe kò sí nǹkankan, aripe oku báyìí position ta ṣe bá rí, kíní kan báyìí, tọ́lọ́pàá yẹn dẹ̀ máa forúkọ ẹ̀ sí tó máa sign pé tí nǹkan bá ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ́la tó bá query o, òun á bọ́ta sọ pé yes, ohun tó rí nìyẹn. That is administrative support from that particular police station. They might tell you we can't offer it. Ẹ lọ bá wọn ní tó súnmọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. That is the law of Police Act. So that moment is where the public would have known what truly happened and know certainly that, Baba, we accept that you are looking justice for your son and you are naive. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ nǹkan ò yé yín. A máa jà fún yín, but please take the back seat. Because with you in the front seat, I'm have any problem. Because ẹ ti gbé àwọn ìgbésẹ̀ kan tí ìjọba àti àwọn kan máa fẹ́ máa lò against yín. And at the end of the day, we will not be able to achieve success and progress. Kanigba ẹni bàbá yẹn ti accept ni, but unfortunately, I don't know what happened. Maybe they ran into some fake NGOs and terrible people that, Baba gonna grow frustrated. But immediately we came in, if they had accepted that narrative, I had to clean our and then we'll pursue the case the way it should be pursued. But unfortunately, it's quite sad. It's quite sad. So they saw it as an attack. But we are trying to say, no, this is naturally what would have happened then. And if you all have accepted then to cooperate, we would have been on the same page, and this army of people would have made the government to make a detour. And gbogbo ìtàwọn booking yẹn ṣe wà ń block gbogbo tá à ń ṣe yẹn, because as at that time ó ti kọjá agbára government gbà yẹn. Because immediately they know somebody like me is involved, they know certainly that they would have taken the right step. But Kato 4, wọ́n ti ambush gbogbo ẹ̀, wọ́n ti rán àwọn aka assassin lọ sí ọ̀dọ̀ àwọn neighbor Mohbad, wọ́n ti sọ di ṣàkàyàn, and wọ́n ti ba borúkọ kọ̀ọ̀rọ̀ bá àwọn borúkọ jẹ́ ńgbà yẹn, and before you know it, the government was able to, okay, let's quickly take advantage of that too, and they swap into action. But gbogbo ẹ̀ náà àwọn ò gbà. So that's just the whole stuff in my own assessment, madam.
Yeah, poli ti bọ́lẹ̀.
Ọmọ
tó yọ̀ sí mọ̀mí light of the world ẹ̀ka ọmọ ọmọ tó yọ̀ sí ọmọ tó yọ̀ sí ẹ̀ka sọ sísítà mi ẹ̀kújọ́ mẹ́ta.
ọ̀rọ̀ tí mo fẹ́ sọ tí dáàbò Mohbad sọ pé òun rẹ̀ jẹ yẹn ìgbà tó lọ wó òkú Mohbad ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ jẹ́ wà ń bẹ̀ omi ò jẹ́ kó ṣí bó sí Mohbad ó ní kó má ṣe ojú ẹ̀ but ìgbà tó lọ wó òkú Mohbad ẹ̀jẹ̀ jáde ń bẹ̀.
Yeah, I'm back again. Èyí tí mo kàn tún fẹ́ sọ ni pé nísìnyí tí gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì ò wá interested tó dẹ̀ yẹ pé àwọn ẹbí náà ìkànnù wọn wà interested ó kàn jẹ́ pé ó irú justice tó wá ó yàtọ̀ sí tiwa tàdúrà ò bá ti wà involve obviously bí gbogbo nǹkan ṣe rí everybody ti mọ̀ pé one way or the other àdúrà is involved wish ìtàn parents ò dẹ̀ fẹ́ kó go down so where do we go from now where do we go because in tèmi ń rò bí bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn ṣe jẹ́ pé street boy nǹkan kan èmi ṣe bọ́ àwọn area guy wọ́n ti máa múrú ọmọ àdúrà yẹn wọ́n máa ti dẹ́ẹ̀kì ẹ̀ àárín dẹ̀dẹ̀ ni tó bá dẹ́ẹ̀kì ẹ̀ fún bíi 5 minutes ó máa pọ̀ ogbón tó ṣe kínní tó wà nínú ẹ̀ jáde bí wọ́n ṣe tí ì dẹ́ẹ̀kì ẹ̀ kàn ṣe jungle justice I'm really surprised so I don't know. It's not looking good at all. It's not.
Àdúrà ti sọ ètò fẹ́ sọ jáde, and whether we don't like it or not, àfẹni tó bá fẹ́ máa bóbó ààrẹ ló máa ní by this time kò kí n ṣe àdúrà ló bá mi chat. Àdúrà was the one that chatted me up. Àdúrà, Shedrack, and Loba. And when you look at the chat, when you look at the little he said at the corona, ẹni tó bá lóun rí Mohbad anything past 12 ní ọjọ́ Monday, the person is a liar. When you look at the fact that ó tún jẹ́ kó yé yín wípé òun gbọ́ ariwo ọjà lókè.
Uncle Yomi mo béèrè ọ̀rọ̀ kan lọ́wọ́ driver ní court. Driver ní nígbà tó di ọ̀sán ní nǹkan bí 11 ó ní Wùmí sọ̀kalẹ̀. Olúwa bá ń pé so ẹnu gẹ́ẹ̀tì lòun sùn ipe ìgbà kan pé òun mọ̀ pé òun bá ti wọlé sùn olóbá òun sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. Mo wá béèrè lọ́wọ́ driver pé ṣé ó tiẹ̀ lajú rí Mohbad tó fi fún lóko ipò ní pé òun bọ̀ kóun lọ bá ọkọ òun lókè pé kóun lè sọ fún kó lè sẹ́ndì owó yẹn. Èmi wá béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ pé ṣé ó wá lajú rí Mohbad ní after tí Wùmí wá yẹn títí tó fi lọ ó wá lóun ò lajú rí ọ̀ǹtì tó pé òun pé ó ti kú. So that means òru yẹn ni Mohbad ti ṣaláìsí tó lóun gbọ́ ariwo yẹn ó ní there was a noise ní 3 o'clock ó ní ariwo ó ló wà ní 3 o'clock. So ti yẹ yín sá.
To answer Pomi.
Ó deny ẹ̀ kò sọ pé òun gbariwo ó deny ẹ̀.
Yes ma ó padà deny ẹ̀ ni àwa wà mo wà ń bẹ̀ ni ma mo wà ń bẹ̀ mo béèrè question lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ mo dẹ̀ gba number ẹ̀ so ó padà deny ẹ̀ ni ma.
ẹ mọ̀ pé irú yẹn sìn wọ́n ti rò pé kò lè jẹ́ credible witness ni wọ́n ṣe ṣiṣẹ́ lórí yẹn, and it turns out to be the one still giving us something. To answer Madam Foley, tó simple jù, tó simple tó lè mú kéèsì kó change, which of course we should know it will happen, is to look for an overwhelming evidence, visual evidence that cannot be denied. Tó bá ti jáde, the story will change. Bó ṣe máa jáde, ó yá máa fi wèrè wá jáde ní o. Ó yá máa jáde naturally ní o.
Wèrè nìkan lèmi rò ń pa lè fi wá jáde, and we all know that is the case. That is the only way. Tí case fi lè move forward.
Kò dẹ̀ ṣe pé yẹn o, kò ṣe pé kò possible.
So mi mọ ohun táwọn boys Ìkòròdú yẹn ń ṣe tí wọ́n ti lọ fọ́ ìfún ọmọ òṣì yẹn.
Ìdí tí wọ́n ṣe ẹni wọ́n fún security wọ́n fún gbogbo ẹ̀. So however, as it is now, tí ọ̀ bá tiẹ̀ fi wèrè wá jáde, ẹ fi ọkàn balẹ̀. Ó máa jáde.
Àti gbọ́.
Ẹ jẹ́ ọ̀sán, it's going to come out.
Àpẹ ìwé bẹ́ẹ̀ o.
Ó máa jáde. Time, how, and the effect tó bá máa jáde, ó máa yàtọ̀ sí gbogbo. Ntí ẹ láti kọ́kọ́ gbàgbọ́ ní ọ̀rọ̀ mi ni pé wọ́n tó bọ́ta ẹ má kó dànù. The width must be separated from the shaft. Má jẹ̀mọ́ Ọlọ́run ni. Torí pé gbogbo àwọn onírọ́ tí wọ́n ti dà sí orí social media tí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ yóò mọ̀, ó ní mo ṣe ìyànnànú ẹ̀gbà tí wọ́n mú topic yẹn jáde. The real anti-justice kò ṣe ẹni tó bá sọ pé ó ń pẹ́ kọ́ tó pa Mohbad nìkan ni anti-justice o. Àwọn ṣèké ṣáájò anti-justice ni wọ́n. Àwọn òṣoko òṣáká anti-justice. Àwọn tó ga tán sínú ilé tó ga tán síta anti-justice. Until they are all exposed. Rìpọ́rọ̀ mi torí pé ẹni pé mi ìwọ white collar àbí black ní kí n fi sọ̀rọ̀ kí máa ṣe Holy Father Mother of Jesus lẹ́sẹ̀ wò pé mi kì í ṣe wòlíì. Ibi tí gbogbo wàhálà ìdé tó ní bọ́ ìyẹn lára dé, gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n fira wọn ṣe ọ̀fà trying to obstruct his justice, ó ní lára débi pé he cannot stand there. He can't stand there. Kò dẹ̀ ṣe bó ní interest àti sọ pé kóun kọ́kọ́ pa gbogbo wọn yẹn. He wants them, number one, exposed. Èyí tó bá lè change and do the right thing, fair enough. And then the whole stuff will come out. But ohun tí mo kàn fẹ́ sọ, òun ni pé brace up. It could come out through a foreign media tó jẹ́ pé àwọn politician wọ́n fẹ́ lò for their own selfish interest, especially because of who is likely to be the next governor of Lagos State. And they want to use it against the president, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Because gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n ń dáwọ́ bo kéèsì, all they have been claiming is that èèyàn Aṣíwájú làwọn, and Aṣíwájú kìíní kan is aware, àwọn ọlọ́dún the Baba does not know. They've even staged a voice note tó fẹ́ lò. Bígbà tó yẹ pé Aṣíwájú ló pàṣẹ pé.
Èmi find yẹn difficult láti believe. That is my own personal opinion.
Èwo ni ẹ?
Ń pé bàbá ọmọ. Torí.
He is not aware.
Ibo ló wà, ó ń sùn.
Mo fẹ́ sọ
ṣé gbọ́dọ̀ mi?
látijọ́ ẹ̀ yẹ kí n sọ fún yín tó fi ń dọ̀rọ̀.
Èmi ò mọ̀,
ọwọ́ alágbára
mi believe.
Lẹ́gùṣì ló wà ń bẹ̀ ló jẹ́ kí kéèsì lágbára ẹ rí pé káṣírí bá máa tún wọn máa sọ̀rọ̀ tó ná mọ́.
Àǹtí tó bá dẹ̀ ń pé bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ọmọ bàbá ni.
Bàbá wo ni bàbá?
bàbá ò ní
Mr.
òkú
Yomi,
nǹkan ṣẹlẹ̀.
Ada fún mi o.
ẹ ó dọ̀nà. Ṣé ẹ mọ̀ pé Ṣèyí Tinubu lọ fún ìyàwó ó lọ fún Wùmí lówó àbí ẹ mọ̀? So ọmọ president lọ fún Wùmí lówó. Àwa ní news dẹ̀ gbé. Bàbá wa ní pé tó bá wò bá tẹ̀ mọ̀ ọmọ president tẹ́yìn sọ pé ó pè yín pé ṣé kò wọ́n wà ní sọ́gbà bẹ́ẹ̀ pé nǹkan bá ń ṣẹlẹ̀. Ẹ máa ní orí náà ni pé kò mọ̀ yẹ orí náà ni.
ẹ máa gbọ́dọ̀ mi ẹ máa gbọ́ tèmi yé mi tí mo fi sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣé ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ mi ẹ̀yin tẹ bá ní opinion pé bàbá mọ̀ mí ní kẹ má dìbò o ẹ má get me wrong o they would have to prove to us eventually and that is how you should understand bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń gbé ọ̀rọ̀ mi kalẹ̀ if he has a full brief ṣé ń sìn tí wọ́n bá ti wá rí i pé lóòótọ́ ni Yomi sọ pé there is a particular effort láti lọ mọ́ family wọn lẹ́sẹ̀ ṣé ó possible kí fídíò gbogbo bó ṣe yanjú Mohbad nílé gbogbo bó ṣe sákò ẹ̀ tó ṣe gbogbo rituals lórí ẹ̀ gbogbo ohun tí àwọn ẹgbẹ́ òkùnkùn tó ṣe yẹn tó bá bọ́ta pẹ̀lú ọ́díò pẹ̀lú àwọn tó ti súnmọ́ wọn tó bá gbé bọ́ta ẹjọ́ pé onírú ṣèyí yẹn ti fẹ́ rìn ta ló fẹ́ bá ya fọ́tò mọ́ that is where they will have to distance themselves and say àwo tiẹ̀ mọ́ pa ẹ̀ sanction ẹ̀ má lórúkọ dádì àwọn don't use the president's name to cover up this kind of murder àwọn ò lọ́wọ́ sí so they might be looking at it from afar pé kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ kí làwọn yẹn ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ okay wọ́n lè máa ní feeling pé wọ́n lọ́wọ́ agbára kan and they will look at it bóyá àwọn kan tó wà ní kéèsì yẹn wọ́n lẹ́nu bẹ̀ ju àwọn tó béèrè fún justice lọ.
Uncle Yomi ibi tán ti lè yọsẹ̀ ọ̀kan sọ pé ọ̀hún ò wà involve ní pé irú ọmọ yẹn tó jẹ́ pé tán bá mu tó sọ ohun tó jẹ́ pé kò yẹ kó sọ ìgbà yẹn nìkan ni nísìnyí wọ́n mọ̀ pé ọ̀hún náà wà in power kò dẹ̀ sí tí wọ́n lè ṣe. Naija là ń pè bí báyìí it's going to like take a lot láti jẹ́ pé kán sọ pé bóyá òun ṣe kíní. Kí lẹ wí?
ṣé àwọn politicians tí wọn kíá tó jẹ́ pé as long as táwọn bá ti make owó tiwọn tán dẹ̀ make orúkọ tiwọn they careless.
Exactly àfi tí nǹkan kan tó bá lọ túdìí wọn tó jẹ́ pé ó máa dọ̀tí orúkọ wọn tó jẹ́ ìrẹ́ pé wọ́n ti rí pé kìíní ti jábọ́ ó ti bọ́ síta ìgbà ẹni mo rò pé wọ́n lè fà sẹ́yìn but now kò sí tó lè jẹ́ kán ṣerú nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ọmọ boys yẹn lèmi ṣáàyè ń ṣe kínní mi ì mọ̀ ń tọ́ ń ṣe ọmọ yẹn ó yẹ kán ó ṣáà máa jáde láì jẹ́ pé wọ́n gá ìdí ẹ̀ ńjọ́ kan wọ́n bá fọ́ ikùn ẹ̀ kíá ló máa sọ ohun tó ṣe.
ohun tí fídíò yẹn bá jáde
mo rí fídíò kan
ìyẹn tó bá ti delete ẹ̀.
mo rí fídíò kan ọmọ kan kékeré kan madam Afeni ó post ẹ̀ mo rí sísàmì jójó yẹn ó ṣàn gáìdì ìyá Mohbad tó ní kọ́ máa bá wọn bẹ̀bẹ̀ kọ́ máa tákì dàróṣà àbí kankan ọmọ kékeré kan wá ṣe báyìí mo yẹn bá lọ wo fídíò.
ó ní ìka ní àdúrà ìka làdúrà sẹ́ ìka mẹ́ta ló sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ìka ní sẹ́.
ó yẹ yín so when you look at it n tí mo kàn fẹ́ kẹ́ mọ̀ ní pé two things. If that kind of a young boy can know cleverly ẹ lọ wo òkú Mohbad yẹn náà o yàtọ̀ sí pé wọ́n kàn ní ọrùn nìkan wọ́n kàn lẹ́sẹ̀ náà o they mashed on him video yẹn ò gbúdọ̀ ẹ mọ̀.
ilé yẹn náà àwọn majority that's why you can't hear anything wọ́n gbígbà tí àwọn tó ń ṣayọ̀ after tán pa tán ń yọ̀ lé lórí tán fi ṣe mẹ́nu mọ́ni wọ́n lè sọ̀rọ̀ wọn lè sọ̀rọ̀ àfi táṣì ní ẹ̀ bá jáde tó kàn wá.
àánú mi ń ṣe gbogbo àwọn ọlọ́pàá tó wà ní Lagos State because it is becoming clearer that you know hey, okay.
ẹ ká san gbogbo ilé o.
àṣì ẹ máa tú láti.
ẹ ká san ọmọ máa ń jọlá ẹ ká san.
ẹ káàsán mà ẹ ra mà.
Báwo ló dé? Kí tó padà sẹ́nu iṣẹ́ ẹjọ́ mi fẹ́ sọ pọ́ìntì méjì kan. So bọ̀dá mi náà lè máa béèrè mọ́, wọ́n lè máa béèrè nínú question tó ń béèrè lọ́wọ́ àwọn àdúrà mọ́. Ni pé kọ́ ẹ̀hún mi mo fẹ́ béèrè question lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Nǹkan mi fẹ́ sọ yìí ó dẹ̀ máa fẹ́ ṣọ́ọ̀kì bákan. Wọ́n béèrè paṣọ tí Mohbad wọ̀ last nígbà tó dé láti show tó wọ̀ last kó tó bọ́ sínú àgbàrá ẹ̀jẹ̀ bó lọ́n kó sí. Àgbẹ̀tọ́ rẹ̀ bọ́ wọn ti dànù, àwọn ti di double nylon, àwọn ti lọ sọnù, ìwo ló wà? That's the question. Kò sí kan tó pamọ́ lọ́dọ̀ Ọlọ́run ọba. Aṣọ tí Mohbad wọ̀ last cloth tó wọ̀ last kó tó di kó jáde láyé, ìwo ló wà? Tí Wùnmí bá ń gbọ́ kó máa jẹ́rìí ọkàn fún bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn, ìwo laṣọ yẹn wà? Ó rè bí àwọn ti daṣọ yẹn nù, àwọn ti palẹ̀ mọ́, ṣùgbọ́n kò sí kan tó bò lọ́dọ̀ Ọlọ́run ọba. So question mi lè ní fún mi nìyẹn. But I máa go on.
Ọ̀gbìn Yomi ṣe wà ń bẹ̀.
ṣé èmi nìkan ló máa fèsì sí èyí kọ́ ayé lè sọ̀rọ̀ sí.
Sá.
ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ sí ìtọ́sọ̀ èyí ṣé èmi ni máa sọ̀rọ̀ sí gbogbo.
ẹ̀yin ló Ọ̀gbìn Yomi ẹ̀yin ló dárúkọ.
Daddy, we want candy.
Yeah, take it, go downstairs. Take your phone and go downstairs. I watch your cartoon downstairs. Go downstairs. I just say you should play here. Ẹ mọ̀ pé ilé ayé yìí àti dé stage pé ọ̀rọ̀ ò gbọ́dọ̀ pọ̀ púpọ̀ mọ́ náà. The only thing that is left tó kù báyìí is the courage and the proper plan to release those serious images out. Kò ń ṣe kan tí ó máa kàn dọ́wọ́ anybody tẹ́kọ̀ máa dà sí gbòòrò. And again, like I said, my major concern is a mini reservation here. The president, in my own opinion, never asked that Mohbad's case should be covered up, that he should not get justice. So he would have to prove me wrong very soon. But talk about it, they prove wrong. Only one late. If and when it be, these terrible people, if they perfect their plan with this same high-profile case, because as we speak now, they have already planned and pushed up the script to show clearly that Lagos State government and Lagos State Police Command are doing some serious cover-up such that the real perpetrators of the acts will not be facing justice. Whether it has the approval of the president or the notice of the president, we will know very soon. But if they are able to orchestrate their plan and use it against the government of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, despite our public outcry, then they should not blame anybody other than themselves. Because it is too glaring, it is too direct, and the only thing that will bring shame and trigger the public is if the foreign media tó fẹ́ lò yìí tí wọ́n bá bọ́ síta tí wọ́n gbé gbogbo fídíò ẹ̀ jáde how the whole incident happened and how Lagos State Police Command and the Lagos State government will say, we didn't see it, we didn't know about it. It will be too late to say they don't. The only thing the public will be seeing is this is the hand of the government and whoever they mentioned. Tó bá ń dárúkọ president ìgbà yẹn, ó máa difficult láti clean up. Too late. It will be too late. And it could lead to serious further conflict and loss of lives. Only I get out on whatever it is, so I will lose life around. But something terrible might happen, and I can't. So the best thing is to quickly arrest the situation, prove to Nigerians that, hey, for where? How did we? I'm not even involved. I didn't even have the full brief. Yet, but Emma Gatorawa. I want to cover it for now. Or preserve it to use it against whoever they want to use at their own time. Otoro yẹn ti máa dẹ̀ sọ kò ju yẹn lọ. Ẹ lè fi style power.
Ẹ possible náà kọ́ máa fún olówó ẹ̀ parọ́ ọ̀nà.
Ẹ jẹ́ fún yín pọ́ǹtì kan tí.
Wọ́n máa fún ọ̀tí lówó ní kọ́ máa rí ẹsẹ̀.
Ẹ ló ṣe ń gbọ́ mi. Ṣá nọ́tìsì pé ẹ̀gbọ́n Wùmí ó sọ òun ló introduce àbúrò ẹ̀ sí adájọ́ àgbà tí mi ò fẹ́ dárúkọ ẹ̀. Everybody tó wà lóko.
Agbẹjọ́rò agbádájọ́ báwo.
Àbí agbẹjọ́rò táyà agbẹjọ́rò ni. Ok. So ẹ̀jẹ̀ mọ̀ pé gbogbo àwọn pípù táwọn yìí wọ́n ní agbára l'Ábùjá yẹn. Kò sí èèyàn tó máa fọwọ́ rọ́ máa yẹn sẹ́yìn nínú gbogbo àwọn agbẹjọ́rò nílùú Nàìjíríà yẹn ó máa múra. So ó wà lára ó ti sátì wọ́n lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́. So gbogbo àwọn agbẹjọ́rò ń wà ní kóòtù yẹn náà ọ̀gbẹ́ abẹ́ ni wọ́n sì ń sá pamọ́ sí. Ó wà lára nǹkan tá à ń fèsì lórí justice lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Ètò lọ sá pamọ́ sí yẹn. Ẹ rántí ìgbà tó jáde fúnra rẹ̀ pé òun ló ń ṣe adájọ́ fún òun. Àwọn èèyàn bò ó sá pamọ́ sẹ́yìn ó tẹ̀lé mí síwájú. Ẹlòmíì tó tì síwájú òun náà ló ń ṣe. Àbújá ń bẹ̀ náà wọ́n lè ti ń parí iṣẹ́ yẹn. So ẹlòmíì tó ti parí iṣẹ́ yẹn. So ẹlòmíì tó ti síwájú náà.
Tunisco ẹ má bínú. Ṣé as soon as mo ń bọ̀ jẹ́ kí íńtánẹ́ẹ̀tì as soon as wọ́n gbéṣẹ́ fún Shanshitu as soon as wọ́n gbé iṣẹ́ fún Sanshi wọ́n ti ní adájọ́ agbẹjọ́rò tá à ń sọ yìí ló ti mo rò pé náà ti sọ fún wọn pé bóyá bàbá Mohbad ṣe nǹkan kan tó wrong sí wọn nǹkan kan nọ́mbà wà wọn kọ́kọ́ ní kó lọ bẹ̀bẹ̀. Tẹ́ bá rí gbogbo ohun tó sọ̀rọ̀ adẹ̀ ẹ́ rí pé that is speak tó ń jáde naturally kò argue ẹ̀ out rárá imagine àti gbọ́ ohun tó ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ kínní very irritating èmi tí mi ò ká lọ rárá ju eléyìí tí tọ́kọ́ mi nílé ẹgbàá mo wà tí mo lọ tí mo. kan rẹpẹtẹ paparazzi ni gbogbo àwọn tó ń tẹ̀lé wọn lẹ́yìn gan sí paparazzi ni gbogbo wọn ṣe ká má dán paparazzi lásán ni nothing.
Gbogbo wọn ṣiṣẹ́ hand to hand ni kẹ́rí gbogbo àwọn tó gbọ́ kẹ́rí gbogbo àwọn politician yẹn all of them they are the same kẹ́rí tó pẹ̀lẹ́ tó máa sọ fún yín pé PDP APC wọ́n fi ń deceive wa ni o. Ẹ ò gbà tí Buhari tó fẹ́ ṣe wedding fún ìyàwó ẹ̀ fọ́mẹ̀. Kí ló lọ ṣe ó lọ gbé Àtíkù àti bàbá ọmọ PDP ló lọ gbé o àwọn jẹmọ wò pé APC àti PDP wọn ṣọ̀rẹ́ ìjà bó ti mọ̀ pé àwọn PDP wèrè ni wọ́n ń deceive public ni o wọ́n mọ̀ ṣe ń kólàbò ní public wàá mọ̀ rò pé bí ọ̀tá wíwú àwọn pátì yẹn ọ̀tá jọ ní báyìí wọ́n mọ̀ wọ́n kàn mọ́ rẹ́rìn sí wa ni pé àwọn míì àwọn PDP lè ní support PDP lè ní support ẹ wọn máa para yín ní street lórí irọ́ jẹ́ kí tó máa dé ibi tó ti ń pàdé wọ́n máa fi wá ṣe ẹ̀yẹ same thing ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní kéèsì.
ṣé wọ́n bí tó máa ti ṣọ́ọ̀kì presidency jù
yà
sí time tí wọ́n bá máa gbé fídíò yẹn jáde tí wọ́n bá máa gbé ọ́díò pàápàá tí àwọn foreign media tó fẹ́ lò yẹn tí wọ́n máa play ọ́díò yẹn mọ́ lábẹ́ tí wọ́n máa wo pé ohun tí wọ́n sọ yìí tí wọ́n máa fẹsẹ̀ múlẹ̀ inú ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn pé even the president said ohun tí ẹ fẹ́ gbọ́n kan pa case Mohbad mọ́ they should ìjọ yẹn lọ́ máa wọ̀ pé so what I have been saying for a long time is the truth and aṣọ́lẹ̀ má bọ̀mọ̀ yẹn mọ́ gbà yẹn. They told Jonathan then they want to kidnap girls and they want to use it to rubbish your government. Oh, only Ronnie. Even when they kidnap, he issued a statement. He said it was a lie. We could seem to Joe. They wasted the lives of over 300 girls to bring down that government. It wasted the lives of young girls. I will constantly pack here. I want 300 girls in school. In that same brother. She national security advisor. She be one national security advisor. She was like, oh, but she be ilẹ̀ ń fún òní intel pé kò sí nǹkan tó jọ. Àṣé àwọn ọ̀tá lòun kó tira. Ìyí tó fi wá pariwo síta ni pé I have Boko Haram in my gun. So when people that really care about them, tó bá sọ̀rọ̀ síta, they will make them not to hear. Ẹ rí i pé ọ̀rọ̀ mi ló máa padà ṣẹ́gbẹ̀yìn. Ẹ tí ì lè yìn mí láwo dáadáa. Gbogbo ebú tó ti
Just be careful, o.
Ẹ kí lẹ wí?
I said just be careful. I said just be careful.
I'm careful, but
before you say anything.
Mr. Yomi gbogbo àwọn
I'm
gbèsè
begging you because you have
gbogbo àwọn
name.
gbèsè akọni.
Yes, you have name.
Ẹ tí mo bó ṣe
So I
lọ.
wouldn't want them to use it as please, I'm begging you.
I love my country.
Why you sorry anyhow? You can't talk anyhow,
This
please.
is my country. I've told you, you are not going to get anything out of justice for Mohbad without a huge risk. TikTok, I'm only using this place as a medium. Do you understand? The only error people going to share some people were able to make you all believe that I came here and I'm doing what I'm doing because of money. Because they know that that's the only way they can make you, all of you, to actually get to what or not listen to me. Perhaps until let me pay. All I wanted to do is help the young boy, play my part in my country, and stand by the public. I'd like to
Sister, send your request to Sir. Send your request.
Because Mr. Yomi ẹ wo bí tó ti make it law tó ti tẹ̀sí lọ ṣe protest ṣé àwọn yẹn náà wọn ò gbé gbèsè kankan láti gbà yẹn àwọn ọ̀dọ́ fẹ́ mi tó ti lọ ṣe protest níjọ́ yẹn wọ́n ti ṣe gbogbo ìgbà àwọn tó ti make it law ẹ̀jẹ̀ yìí pé kínní yìí ó mi Nàìjíríà tìtìtì ó mi gbogbo àgbáyé tìtìtì ikú ọ̀bọ̀ yìí bọ̀ síbẹ̀síbẹ̀ no changes àwọn bí wọ́n fún ẹ máa mọ̀ pé wọ́n kàn fi iná sí orí èlò sùn àbí báwọn ṣe ń sọ Yorùbá yẹn because wọ́n ti gbé nǹkan wọ́n ti jọ collabo pé táwọn ṣe fẹ́ ṣe justice fún bọ̀bọ̀ yìí ilé àwọn ò fẹ́ fún ní justice rárá.
APC in Lagos State APC in Lagos State ọ̀rọ̀ Mohbad ló máa determine wọn in the coming election market.
Yeah, because ọmọ tó kú báyìí tí gbogbo Nàìjíríà mì tìtìtì gbogbo all the whole world America London everywhere ó mì tìtì àwọn èèyàn mọ̀ pé ẹ̀kú America gan gbogbo àwọn musician America gan ó mì wọ́n tìtìtì pé tani bọ̀bọ̀ yìí gan táwọn èèyàn kàn sí mọ̀ yẹn kí ló dé tó mú ìnà àwọn báyìí ó mì àwọn musician America up till now wọ́n rí nǹkan wọ́n dẹ̀ rí gbogbo rally táwọn èèyàn ṣe ń gbà yẹn tó ti milẹ̀ tí president gan sọ pé kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ mọ́ta ọ̀bọ̀ ordinary ẹnìkan wáyà ló kú gbogbo yín da gbogbo olùdó báyìí síbẹ̀síbẹ̀ wọ́n rò pé bóyá just like that ti lọ.
tí fídíò bí Mohbad ṣe kúnnu lé tó bá jáde Mark screen record mo sorry. Times 5 of the crowd tó jáde ngba yẹn ló máa jáde, and it could be bloody. And the video is 98% guaranteed to come out. Mark my words. Rí pé mo sọ, àwa tí ń pariwo báyìí, we are being patriotic, we are tilting and standing behind justice. But gbogbo àwọn tó pera wọn ní adájọ́, the power brokers in the country, they are listening. Àṣẹ onítàn lẹ́nu, taking a huge risk to stand by the truth and justice.
Mr. Yomi, eka sàn ẹ kúrò lẹ́sẹ̀. Mọ́mí Anjola ní school.
Ẹ má bínú àwọn politicians ẹ̀yìn máa pe Yomi o láti béèrè pé bóyá tó bá ní lọ́wọ́ kó jẹ́ káwọn ọmọ o they will call him o, they will invite him o.
Owó ni gógó ṣẹ́wà.
Adúpẹ́ mà. Mr. Yomi, ó dàbí tí mo sọ níjẹ̀ta ni pé látòrí president títí dé Lagos State Governor, wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ wà be careful because even though àwọn opponents ó likely kírú wọn yẹn kán máa pàdé àpòpọ̀ pẹ̀lú baba Mohbad ọgọ́ pé láti mọ́ lè get justice fọmọ yẹn pé at least tó bá dìgbà election láti lọ fi Mohbad fún wa láti mọ pariwo fún Tinubu àbí kankan báyìí ó gbọ́dọ̀ mọ̀ yí pé because kí tó wà nílẹ̀ yìí the whole Nigeria both Nigeria and abroad gbogbo wọn ó kàdà yí pé bẹ́ẹ̀ anybody ò sọ̀rọ̀ pé kíní ni kéèsì Mohbad yẹn everybody wọ́n hold ẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ láti go against government when it is time. She understand? So all gbọ́dọ̀ wà be careful because ó sure gan yín pé bàbá Mohbad ó gan fún rẹ̀ mò ń sọ mo dẹ̀ tó sọ kò wá justice for me. I say it mò ń sọ gbogbo gbà kò wá justice for me. Kò sí nǹkan kan tí Wùmí ṣe tí bàbá Mohbad tí ò mọ̀ wá wẹ̀ kó mọ̀ lọ surprise everybody tó bá dọ̀la pé at least àti Wùmí yẹn àti bàbá Mohbad àti ìyá Mohbad everybody wọ́n jọ wà the same campus ni.
owó ni kó pẹ́ ṣọ́ra pẹ̀lẹ́ pé tí bàbá yẹn ti sílẹ̀ báyọ̀ tó bá sọ pé kò wá justice fọmọ òun ṣọ́ra fẹ́ pé bàbá yẹn o
àwọn ọmọ èèyàn kì í ṣe rí pé Joseph Alọ́ba ló máa mú mi because ẹni tó jẹ́ pé ní ìṣẹ̀dá Mohbad gangan fúnra ẹ̀ ó against ẹ̀ ìṣẹ̀dá Mohbad ó against ẹ̀.
tó bá wá justice tó bá yẹ kó wá justice gidi kó mọ̀ kó ṣe lóbi ṣe fọ bàbá yẹn mọ nǹkan tó ń ṣe tó bá mọ nǹkan tó ń ṣe tó bá yẹ kó lóòótọ́ ló wá justice kó mọ nǹkan tó ń ṣe tó bá yẹ kó tí ì gba àbẹ́tẹ́lẹ̀ bàbá yóò tí ì gba àbẹ́tẹ́lẹ̀ pé káwọn ọmọ kò tí ì wá gbówó fún as at now gbogbo àwọn tó ń kọ́ fọ̀rọ̀ Mohbad gbogbo ẹ̀yẹ́ ní jákèjàkú báyìí lọ́ọ̀yà gbórí sápamọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀kọ́ ní bàlàbàlà gbogbo tẹ́sì gbogbo ẹ̀rí bàlàbàlà.
láti reach pocket ẹ̀ ní kò gbà bẹ́ẹ̀.
tó bá yẹ kó rí lè ó wájọ́ sí tí ó gbogbo ẹ̀ sí ní bàlàbàlà lójú ayé ẹ̀ báyìí ló dẹ̀ tún kọrin pátákópa tó ń kọrin abẹ́ orí igi kò wọ́n nǹkan bàbá yẹn wọ́n nǹkan tó ń ṣe.
owó ní kókó.
a sì máa ṣe pátákópa dè.
ìgbà tí rálì gidi bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìgbà yẹn àwọn gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì yẹn máa tó mọ̀ pé kọ́kọ́ ṣẹlẹ̀ lagos state government yẹn tó tí ò gbẹ́sẹ̀lẹ̀ tó ń sìn fún.
àwọn kan ló wà ní gúrúùpù àwọn kan ló ń jà fún àwọn kan lè jà fún òun tó dẹ̀rẹ́ àwọn tó wà ní gúrúùpù ẹ̀ tó yẹ pé ní àwọn tó ń jà fún tó ń wá justice fọmọ ẹ̀ ìní wọn ń gbòbọ̀ wọ́n dẹ̀ ń claim bá wọn lágbára wọ́n lè sùn lágbájá wọ́n lè sùn tàmẹ́dù tí wọn ò dẹ̀ lé competition lọ against àwọn tó wà pẹ̀lú Mohbad the last 24 hours the last 48 hours before kíbi gbogbo ẹ̀ tó gbẹ̀mí mi àti wo bàbá gan ó tún lọ sí TV station láti lọ ṣe interview wọ́n bí ẹ̀ ń bẹ̀ ẹ́ pé ṣé o ti sú anybody tó wọn bá tiẹ̀ ní ìyẹn lọ́kàn tẹ́lẹ̀ wọ́n fi rán ẹ létí wọ́n fi remind ẹ still náà kó o gbé gbèsè ọkọ̀ lórí ẹ̀ ó wá lé mi owó ni ó kó ló fẹ́ mọ làwọn èèyàn ẹ fẹ́ mọ competition fún mo wà ní gbẹ̀rígbẹ̀ mo wà gbẹ̀rígbẹ̀ mo wà káwá competition yẹn wá bá mi.
owó ní kókó.
mo ń dá yín lò mà mo ń dá yín lò.
ṣẹ̀gbọ́n kan tí mo béèrè tí wàá sí online tí mo fi béèrè kan sí mo dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé yín náà mọ̀ pẹ̀ ẹ ti gbọ́n pẹ̀ lẹ́nu ọjọ́ mẹ́ta yìí mo ní pé aṣọ tí mo bá di wọ́.
mo ṣe ń ṣe ìdáfẹ́ àwọn dàbí tó ayẹ parí ní ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ mo ṣe jẹ́ ọ̀la látàná ni mo sí ọ̀la.
ẹ sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹ̀yin wá dá ẹ sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ mo ní pé aṣọ tí mo bá di wọ́ ọ̀la sí ibo ni Wùnmí kó sí tó fi kọ́ ẹ̀jẹ̀ ìbò ló sọ sí owó ní kókó ṣe ti understand nǹkan tí mo sọ.
ẹ mọ̀ dá wọn lóhùn gbogbo àwọn tó ní information wọ́n wà ńlẹ̀ ó dìgbà náà náà.
a dá fún yín ibi tó rè bóun ṣaṣọ nù sí ó rè bóun sọ̀rọ̀ sílé ilẹ̀.
ohun tí gbogbo yín tí ẹ̀ tí lórí kẹ́ ẹ̀ ń gbọ́dọ̀ mi.
sọ pamọ́.
ó rè bóun ti sọ́nù sílé ilẹ̀ owó ní kókó ẹtíkẹ́ẹ̀tì.
Mr. Yomi blessing tí wọ́n claim yìí pé ó lọ
ẹ ló ṣe ń gbọ́ mi.
mo ní kí lè rí pa àwọn agbẹjọ́rò yẹn ṣé ń rò pa àwọn agbẹjọ́rò yẹn kí wọ́n ṣiṣẹ́ òtítọ́ nígbà àwọn agbẹjọ́rò tó ń
mo ń jẹ́ lólúwa ṣe mọ̀ pé irú àwọn bàbá Mohbad yẹn wọn ti rí lè mọ̀ nǹkan tó ń pè ní power of the public. Take that thing downstairs. Take it downstairs. I'm on the phone. Take your cartoon downstairs. Wọ́n ti rí lè mọ̀ nǹkan tó ń pè ní power of the public. You got public fund. Public used all the emotions to stand behind you. Alákọ̀ọ́kọ́ ẹ bọ́ta sọ pé kò ń ṣe 12 ní Mohbad kú on the 11 ni. Ń tẹ́rí tẹ́fi change. You didn't tell anybody. Ó tún yá wọ́n ní fídíò kò ní bí ti láyé. Ó ní òun ti mú fún the right source. Pé fídíò bíi tí Wùnmí ti ń bá Zomo jà tó ti mú ọ̀bẹ dání. Bàbá tó lóun wá justice fọmọ ẹ̀. That same video is yet to be tendered before coroner inquest or as a petition before the police. And bàbá yẹn dẹ̀ kó public fund dání. Ó dẹ̀ ní òun wá justice. Nítorí pé the same public are yet to protest against him or protest to his house and said to him, enough of this shenanigan. If we can hold the government accountable in justice for Mohbad, we can also hold you accountable. But unfortunately, bóyá bóòsì ní kí pé ní o, bóyá ignorance ní o. This key stuff, none of you are able to look at it and say,
ta ló wà nípa ikú Mohbad báyìí la ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí.
That would have helped us.
Ìwọ náà la bá ń bẹ̀.
Òun ní pé ṣé ń gbọ́ mi? Òun ní pé bàbá, we don't know what you're trying to do. But at this juncture, we demand answer or help. Àkọ́kọ́ náà, we are standing in front of your house. Tell us exactly what made you switch from 12th because ẹ̀yin kọ́ ni à ń jà fún Mohbad là ń jà fún, and you put yourself forward and we gathered all our resources and we gave to you. And this key information, you did not give it to police and you did not use it at the inquest. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ let ifẹ lo tẹ́ fẹ́ fi achieve justice for Mohbad. Ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì bẹ́ẹ̀, which is very important. The claim that gave you a key evidence. And then in public library, they gave you a key evidence. Ọlọ́pàá tó fẹ́ bọ́ta sọ pé kí ló dé wá bí bàbá ìwọ ni wọ́n fún ní evidence. Wọ́n níbi tí èèyàn tó ń bá Mohbad sunu lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ náà yọ ọ̀bẹ tó fẹ́ gun tó ń jà. Bàbá yìí tó wá náà làwọn lead ta kó gbogbo nǹkan wá fún. Bàbá yìí ò múlẹ̀ fún èèyàn ọlọ́pàá. Kò múlẹ̀ ní corona inquest. Ó dẹ̀ ń sọ fún wa, ó dẹ̀ ń lọ TV, ó lóun justice for Mohbad. Even to post it on social media, he refused to do that. So we should keep quiet and be deceived because he is the father. We don't care whoever the person is. Anybody to any credible information by must be coming out with a clean hand. That is when you can get the right. If Tayaba puts the right pressure, nothing can easily be achieved. And then all of us, I want to tell you about you ask, Baba, show you what about the woro si woro. Are you playing on the intelligence of the public? Because it's not really making sense. Kamati wa so iti buki jese lohun fún yín tó wá jẹ́ kẹta. And every other person tó bá ń gbé gbèsè and condemn wo. If you have all these resources, tell them credible information and lead, right? Tell you, why are you joining to castigate and condemn people that are making moves? It's quite unfortunate. I rest my case.
Yeah, Uncle Yomi, God bless you for that submission. Brakule, Mr. Kule Joseph, show my best, sir. Mr. Kule, Mr. Kule, Mr. Kule, damn log. Odobodobo. Olórí DJ, good afternoon, ma.
Every time we have to fix what we are saying every day. Come on, Shani, because other people do anything in one. No enemy, you know, Dada, I shouldn't know. Sabama.
I will unmute you, ma. Bóyá kẹ́ wọlé kí n lè rí. Mommy Shayo, ma, your submission, ma. Mommy Shayo. Network here. Tito, Sister Tito.
Ma, ẹ jẹ́ kí Yomi sọ̀rọ̀, mo máa just a minute, please.
Okay. Uncle Yomi, dáhùn sí ọ̀rọ̀ tí mo sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan. Uncle Yomi, dáhùn sí ọ̀rọ̀ tí mo sọ. Nígbà tí mo sọ pé wọ́n rí ẹ̀jẹ̀, wọn ò dẹ̀ bá ṣiṣẹ́ lé lórí pé kí ni source ẹ̀jẹ̀ yẹn gangan. Ṣé wound kékeré tá ń sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ yẹn ló pa ẹ̀jẹ̀ tó bẹ́ẹ̀ tó fi sọ pé ó ń bleed profusely, àbó náà gbé lóru tó rush lọ tó lọ tọ́jú ní sà.
Jẹ́rí ń tẹ́ bá fi ẹnu sọ tí ó bá ti sí physical examination or medical report to corroborate it, you cannot certainly expect that kind of activities or action. Tó bá ní okay ó ń bleed, somebody anything tó bá èèyàn ṣáà lè máa dẹ̀gẹ̀ lára láti pé èèyàn sunkún. So they could tell you pé àwọn kan lo figurative expression pé bleeding profusely, but kò ń ṣẹ̀jẹ̀ púpọ̀ tó bá fẹ́ ṣàbòsí. But tá bá rí nǹkan kan bóyá bí irú aṣọ tí bàbá lòun rí yẹn àbí tí irú Ṣadé yẹn lòun rí tí wọ́n dìímú as evidence téèyàn wò báyìí pé tẹ́jẹ̀ fi lè pọ̀ ní gbogbo ara aṣọ ìbáyìí tọ́mù wá sírú corona inquest àbóyán present ẹ̀ fọlọ́pàá but the fact remains that tí bàbá bá lóun rí a week after lọ́lọ́pàá lọ delve into it ṣé bàbá padà ló ń lé yẹn sọ pé aṣọ tóun rí ń bì tó aṣọ sókè gẹ̀dà kó ti ìjà bọlẹ̀ fáwọn tó wà nílé pé aṣọ tí mo rí ń jọ yẹn ìjọ tí mo wá sí bì ní 5 days ago or 1 week ago tí ẹ̀jẹ̀ fi pọ̀ ara ẹ̀ ń dà kán ti wèrè bọ́ pẹ̀lú ọlọ́pàá pé àní wà ń bí sẹ̀ kọ́dà ní òkè ẹ̀yin tẹ̀wá nílé ìdá we have a picture of aṣọ ẹ̀gẹ̀ but now the cloth is missing ẹ̀yin tẹ̀wá nílé ìtẹ̀ ń gbélé ìkọ́tọ̀ ẹ̀kọ́ kó gbó wọn. So the question is that the kind of move tí bàbá yẹn take? Because if that is his complaint, òun ni mo yẹ sọ pé the public are just ready. If the Baba claimed that, oh, I went to write a statement in police station, nígbà tí public pariwo, complain mi dẹ̀ ní pé mo wọ nílé ẹ̀ mo ráṣọ ẹ̀jẹ̀, mo ní kí ló ṣe ọmọ mi mo bókó ẹ̀ wọ́n ti embalm ẹ̀, wọ́n dárúkọ ẹ̀ tó embalm. Wọ́n dẹ̀ sọ pé okay, a particular nurse injected Mohbad and he died. Most certainly, the nurse is already a prime suspect. Especially when the police investigate and realize that, oh, the nurse is actually not even a qualified nurse. Báwo ló ṣe máa possible tó bá yẹ pé nurse yẹn is in reality ohun tó ṣẹlẹ̀ tó tọ́? Báwo ló ṣe máa wà ní detention fún over 1 month and bàbá ò ní lọ fojú rí? Then who did he complain against? The question you should ask yourself is, ta lẹ complain against, ta lẹ kọ̀rọ̀ pa against nínú statement yìí? Tó bá jẹ́ pé Wùmí lẹ kọ̀rọ̀ against yẹ, was the Wùmí arrested? Tó bá jẹ́ pé story yìí include pé wọ́n ní nọ́ọ̀sì wá gún Mohbad abẹ́rẹ́, was the nurse arrested? Did you go and meet them? Because tó bá ṣe arrest the nurse, they will invite you, the complainant. Suspect against is in custody. It's around 3 months in detention. So make it make sense. And the same Baba is still going around, not to Koribu away, thinking that the public does not have right, they don't have right to peaceful public protest against him. To say, it is time for you to tell us. You must tell us what you know. You are playing on the intelligence of the public. Because the real godfather, the real alagbara tó wà ní ẹ̀yìn case Mohbad tí ó jẹ́ kó kọ́kọ́ ní justice, number 1 is the father. We must know who is Zomo. Ta ló ránṣẹ́? What role is it play? Ibi tí ọ̀rọ̀ ti lọ́jú, ó ṣe nìyẹn. What role did he play? Who sent him? So, gbogbo yẹn ni kókó ọ̀rọ̀, ìyẹn ni ìjà, ẹni tó bá fẹ́ fèsì irú ìjà yẹn. Gbogbo dẹ̀ ni pé kinní kan, àwọn kinní kan wà níbí kan, ẹ ti empower ẹni yẹn. Ọmọ pastor ẹni Zomo. We saw a video at the burial. Téèyàn kan wọ Woody. Is that Zomo or not? In a real sense, if the public wants justice, that is the kind of video we have to push towards the police and ask them to investigate. But ojúlówó ẹ̀, òun ni pé by the time the video is out, ẹ rí pé tí wọn bá ṣọ́ra aṣọ ò ní bọ́mọ yẹn mọ́. My only concern is ṣé kò ní padà affect innocent souls. N tó kọ̀kú lẹ́sìn ni ẹ o. Ṣé kò ní bọ́ sí sọ̀lẹ́nu because onísọ̀lẹ́nu lẹ́yìn ọmọ Nàìjíríà. No matter how far, ẹ wo orúgbà tá a sọ pé àṣẹ kiri kan tó nǹkan jáde ń sìn. Ẹ wo báwọn èèyàn ṣe pé wọ́n sáré kàjọ wọ́n sáré gbé bóbó lẹ̀ fún wọn. Èèyàn bọ́ ta ó sọ̀rọ̀. Kọ́ má kiri kan dáwó. Kọ́ má ṣe kiri kan. Ẹ kọ́kọ́ béèrè pé number 1, number 2. irú wọn tó tiẹ̀ wá switch on Yomi Fabiyi quickly. I can tell you there is no forensic wèrè tó dàbí ìtàn fọwọ́ nù lára ẹ̀ tí ò sí wọn náírà ẹnu anything investigation tí ò mọ ohun tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ó fẹ́ jókòó síbi tó wà yẹn because he has àwọn àrífín ńlá ó sáré sọ àwọn kan dẹ̀ gbàgbọ́. Those are the kind of agents that they insert into the struggle. They employ them and they ask them, go and do that job. So they know that, you know, can process income. Anything as a party message to was suspicious. Òun náà ló engage ẹ pé ẹni tó ń fẹ́ rán kó máa tẹ̀lé kó máa mountain ṣeré. Yomi Fabiyi allow him. And at the end of the day, without missing words, ọ̀rọ̀ tí ó kàn lọ́wọ́ tí ó kàn lẹ́sẹ̀, look at the way he switched immediately. Ẹ wo àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ bàǹtàbàǹtà tó pa. Àdúrà ọ̀sùn kìíní. Àtọ́ máa sọ̀kọ̀ tó wà nù ó. Bí bá ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ ìwọ̀n rí kankan gbé jáde. Ṣùgbọ́n tó bá ti gbé level wèé yẹn jáde. Ọ̀rọ̀ wà nínú ìlú ọ̀gá tó fẹ́ sọ. Nítorí bọ́ ṣe tọ́ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀. Ẹ wá ní Yomi yẹn máa ń give sub. Ẹni ara ni mí. Mi ò ń ṣe cousin Jésù. Nígbà tí bá fi iṣẹ́ tèmi lẹ̀, èmi ti ń gba yìí lọ jẹ́jẹ́. Tí mi ò fowó rà, ó wá natural mo làágùn fún ni. Mo ti pàdé yìí lọ́rùn, mo ti ń gba yìí lọ, màá padà wà, màá lówó ni mo fẹ́ máa wá, irú owó wèrè wo. Iyì tó wà lára mi gan, ó ń dowó. Ṣùgbọ́n wọ́n yí mọ́ yín lọ́wọ́, wọ́n sọ pé ẹni tó níyì lára yìí o, owó ló ń wá kiri. Ẹ tún gbà bẹ́ẹ̀. Kẹwàá wò pé tó bá yẹ pé ilẹ̀ yìí nírú yìí yẹn lọ́wọ́ ṣe máa wówó kiri. At the end of the day, ṣáwọn tó máa ní pé kò lọ fẹ̀mí ẹ̀ dí kò wá gbé fídíò kò gbé anything jáde rí. You are on standby to still believe nonsense. Ó ti another Monday ló wà sí ẹbí lọ́yẹ̀ pé kí ló mú bọ̀ bẹ̀? Pé kí ló mú bọ̀ bẹ̀? Ẹ tó yẹ kó bó ṣe wà yẹn. Ìtòsí ẹ̀wọ̀n. In fact, kéèyàn gọ́ bọ́ọ̀sì ẹ̀wọ̀n. Òun ló ti gọ́ ẹ̀. But kò sí lè yé kò lè mọ̀. Because there are certain things that are unacceptable. Oh, mo bóyá warrant ti wà ó ti gbà before. Oh, mo what it is. Mo bi ti kiri even kò jẹ́ pé mo lọ gym dustbin ni. Since it is something of serious interest tó bá tiẹ̀ move wá síwájú talabinu obìnrin talabinu ọkùnrin tó jẹ́ pé ó ń wá justice fún Mohbad tó máa gbọ́ pé okay o there is private shot, whether it's a screenshot, whether it is a scam shot, whether it is a mixed shot. Then that will weaken their side. And you still allow the same set of people to tell you, I want to have competition. Báwo ni Yomi ṣe rí, kíní kan ṣe rí. Tó lẹ́ni tó ní gọ́mọ̀ pé bóun ṣe wà yẹn. Tẹ́ bá ń gbọ́ ẹ̀pọ̀ làlàlà, ẹ̀pọ̀ ń di ẹ̀ làlàlà. Ìpàlẹ̀ ń kọrin yẹn. Tójú lásán ṣe wèrè ni. So all this old stuff. Mi ò bá ifẹ̀ gba jásí o, ẹ jẹ́ kẹ́ lómi tó sọ̀rọ̀, ẹ jẹ́ sinmi.
God bless you, sir. God bless you. Tunisco.
Yeah, I'm going.
Ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ sir.
Àwọn adájọ́ yẹn lèmi sì ń àwọn adájọ́. Àbí agbẹjọ́rò. Gbogbo àwọn agbẹjọ́rò yẹn mo sì ń wà concern pẹ̀lú gbogbo wọn. Àti the old one àti new one. Gbogbo wọn ta ni wọ́n ń ṣiṣẹ́ fún. That's why lè ge papa wọn ní fún wọn pè kọ́lé ní tó wà ń bẹ̀ ní Sam sheet. Ta ni gbogbo wọn ń ṣiṣẹ́ fún? Ta ló rán wọn ṣẹ́? Ta ló ń san owó fún wọn lábẹ́lẹ̀? Kọ́ gbogbo wọn mi ò rò pé iṣẹ́ gbogbo wọn àwọn adájọ́ yẹn mọ́. Mi ò tí ì rí
gbogbo nǹkan délẹ̀ ni ìkíní Sami tó dàbí Skylo yẹn tó dàbí ara rẹ̀.
Yẹn òyìn sì ìyẹn ọ̀rẹ́ yìí máa jẹ́ sọ́rọ̀ ọ̀la ikú kò ní.
ẹ wo meeting tá ṣe tí gbogbo yín tẹ monitor wa títí tá fi báwọn ṣe meeting níbẹ̀ yẹn àṣẹ gbogbo tó fi dúró pẹ̀lú wa yẹn people were giving like mo tún béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ mo ní what did you do èmi ò gbọ́n pa ẹ rí mi ìgbórúkọ ẹ̀ rí ẹ̀yin tẹ wà lórí social media yìí náà ni you allowed ẹ worú ẹni tó gbà wá kí ni supreme yẹn ní òun lòun nominate kó máa tẹ̀lé mi kiri why that kind of a person same ọ̀rẹ́ King White same supporter ìyá Mohbad lójijì ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí tẹ̀lé wa ọ̀rọ̀ kọ̀ ṣẹlẹ̀ táṣìírí wọ́n kọ̀ fẹ́ tú ẹ wo bóyá sáré bọ́ta without no recourse ó ní kíní yẹn kò sí fún rẹ báwo ni ó ti sáré mọ̀ lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ ó tún máa dá wọn ní I will go and investigate on Monday ṣáwọn tẹni kémi tí ó bá ṣe tó dé tọ́ ní kọ́ máa wò ó ni ṣé irú àwọn tó yẹ kí jòkó pè mí àti wọn pọ̀ lílé on a very good day. And these are the people that you allow them to brainwash you and tell you about somebody like me. I'm not asking everybody can be my fan. But I can tell you for free that I have been consistent for over 18 years as a filmmaker. Mi ò kì í ṣe upcoming. Ọlá Ọlọ́run àtàwọn fans ló jẹ́ steady ship me up to this level. Mo dẹ̀ tún ti ń bímọ sínú industry. Wọ́n ṣe ń lọ lóyìnbó, wọ́n ń lọ Amẹ́ríkà bígbà tó ń lọ òyìnbó, tó ń lọ Canada bígbà tó ń mo ti lọ Canada, mo ti lọ ọjọ́ kan rí. One day, mi ì lò pé one day gan, mo ti lọ Canada, mo ti lọ half a day rí. Mo fò wọ́bẹ̀, mo ṣe nǹkan tí fẹ́ ṣe, meeting fẹ́ ṣe tán, mo tún fò jáde. Mo ti lọ UK, mo ti lọ 4 days rí, mo lọ ṣe fóònù Samsung 11 S11. Ọlá fans torí kò sí ohun táwa jẹ́ tí ó kọjá gbogbo àwọn public ten way àti fans. So it shouldn't be difficult to give back to the same public. So gbogbo bí táwọn ẹgbẹ́ mi ń dé ohun tó ń fowó ṣe tó ń fò kìkì ṣe kò síbi tí mi nǹkan tó fẹ́ fi ṣe tí mi fi ṣe. Mo ti fi ṣe débi pé a whole embassy wọ́n dúró láti pọ́n mi lé. They allowed that the flag should fly. Put it. Let the whole world know that you are an asset to us. We will stand by you. Help your country. Tèmi torí iṣẹ́ tá à ń ṣe náà ni. Nígbà tèmi ń fowó tèmi tí mo lọ wá dollars tí mo lọ fi ṣe course on human rights consultancy. Bóyá ẹni tó fowó ẹ̀ ra ṣe TikTok tó fowó ẹ̀ ra TikTok kit tó ń jó lórí TikTok a máa fi rẹ̀ ìwé mi. They think advocacy is by numbers. So it's quite appalling o. Ẹ kàn fúra dáadáa gbé ilẹ̀ fúra. Irú wọn ẹ wá bọ́ta. Ó sọ kọ́tọ̀kọ́tọ̀. Ọlọ́run á gbé adélẹ̀ lérí o very shortly. Very very soon. But we all need to do a lot of work.
Mo ti dé padà mọ́ mi Angela o. A ti parí iṣẹ́.
Ẹ̀yin béèrè aṣọ òkú. Bísọ́lá oníbo láṣọ òkú wà.
Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi ọ̀rọ̀ pọ̀ tí mo fẹ́ sọ lé ní níwọ̀nba ṣókí.
Ẹ kọ́kọ́ sọ̀rọ̀ owó iṣẹ́ tó lọ ṣe dà ẹ kọ́ jẹ́ ká dà sórí platform.
Fowó ṣẹlẹ̀ ṣé mo bóyá mo lọ́wọ́ ó ti ẹ̀wọ́ yé lọ. Má sọ rẹ̀ rẹ̀
kó tí a ṣe àkáǹtì mọ̀ ń jẹ lórí wa.
Ẹ jẹ́ kí n tiẹ̀ kọ́kọ́ mu láti bí bàbá yìí. Gbogbo kan tá a bá ṣe nípamọ́ kedere ní lójú Ọlọ́run ọba. Ọmọ ní pé tọ́ba yóò bá rí yàn ọba ọ̀run wò yàn. Kí wọ́n kọ́ bẹ̀ láti bí báyìí náà pé ó ní pé Mohbad náà ti dé ní 2:30. Mohbad tó máa fi ó kú nìkan bíi 4:30 tó fi máa gbé délé padà gẹ́gẹ́ bí question tí Mr. Yomi béèrè ìjọ yẹn pé kó tó délé padà ká sọ pé bí abi 6 o'clock kí bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ yẹn ìgbà tí ọba Mohbad dẹ̀ máa délé àáfàá ti wà níbẹ̀. First of all ṣé Muslim ni Mohbad ni àbí Muslim ni Wunmi? That's question number 1. Àáfàá ti wà níbẹ̀. Number 2, gbogbo ìpalẹ̀mọ́ ọmọ olókùú tẹ́ ẹ ṣe Wùnmí ó tó bá wà níbi tó ti ń gbọ́ báyìí kó máa gbọ́ o bó ṣe máa sáré bọ́ta sí online tó máa defend rẹ̀ o lè sáré bọ́ta o gbogbo ìpalẹ̀mọ́ tẹ́ ẹ ṣe gbogbo ilẹ̀ fífọ̀ tẹ́ ń túlé ọdún ṣe gbogbo nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ rè bẹ́ẹ̀ ti lọ dànù ìgbà tí ìdájọ́ ẹ bá tó wọ́n máa gbé pàdé ẹ̀ ọlọ́wọ̀n ọba àtijọ́ ló máa ń pẹ́ kó tó múyàn ọlọ́wọ̀n ọba àsìyìn kò ń pẹ́ kó tó múyàn ọlọ́wọ̀n ọba àtijọ́ a máa rán sọ pé allegedly kìnnìkan Wùnmí ó mọ̀ Mohbad kú ní bí 4 o'clock ẹni nọ́ọ̀sì dé ní 2:30 tó fi máa tọ́kì tó fi máa lọ rògùn ẹgbẹ́ hospital bí 4 or 5 o'clock ẹ máa padà sílé bí àbí 6 àfáà àti dé Mohbad kì í ṣe muslim o àfáà àti dán ti bá àfáà níbẹ̀ gbogbo ẹ̀jẹ̀ tẹ́ ń lá tẹ́ fi ń ṣe ìmùlẹ̀ ta ló ní ẹ̀jẹ̀ tẹ́ ń lá tẹ́ fi ń ṣe ìmùlẹ̀ gbogbo ẹ̀jẹ̀ tẹ́ ń lá tẹ́ fi ń ṣe ìmùlẹ̀ ta ló ní ẹ̀jẹ̀ tẹ́ ń lá tẹ́ fi ń ṣe ìmùlẹ̀ bọ̀dá Yomi bẹ́ẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn níjọ́ kan lórí platform mọ̀ Mandela náà ní bí olórí ẹbí náà ní pé aago mélòó lẹ wá gbé Mohbad padà sílé tàfà àti dé aago mélòó lẹ gbé Mohbad padà sílé tàfà àti dé tí lọ́ọ̀yà ti dé tí nọ́ọ̀sì náà ti pe lọ́ọ̀yà bọ̀dá Yomi bẹ́ẹ̀ ìjọ tí nọ́ọ̀sì náà ti pe lọ́ọ̀yà ẹ̀ dé ṣé nọ́ọ̀sì ti sọ fún lọ́ọ̀yà tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ lé pé èèyàn tó fẹ́ lọ treat máa kú o ẹ máa múra lẹ̀ mo máa pè yín anytime ni o èèyàn tí mo fẹ́ lọ treat máa kú o mo máa pè yín anytime o ẹ máa múra lẹ̀ o ká tó padà láti hospital délé hospital méjì lẹ gbé lọ ẹni go slow mú ọ̀kadà àtẹ lọ ṣé nọ́ọ̀sì ti wá pe lọ́ọ̀yà yín pé máa bọ̀ ẹ wá defend òun kí ẹni tóun lọ treat ó ti kú o kọ́ máa ètè bọ̀. Number 2 gbogbo ìpalẹ̀mọ́ aṣọ tí Mohbad wọ̀ last aṣọ tó wọ̀ nígbà tí kò ṣẹlẹ̀ Jídé Bámì ìgbà tó gbé Mohbad sẹ́sẹ̀ tí Mohbad tó ti ń pọ̀pọ̀pọ̀ kú tó ń gbé gbogbo ẹ̀ pátápátá kó lọ kútú wéde gbogbo ẹ̀ pátá ló máa wá padà wá sọ ṣé bí ọmọ kankan ó ti kó nlé àbí kí ìwọ kan sọ pé kó nlé gbogbo àti Mohbad pọ̀ kò tó kú àbí kí lọ́ọ́ ṣe máa ń sọ Yorùbá yẹn tó jáporó kú tẹ́ ń gbé tẹ́ ń jí tẹ́ ń gbé tẹ́ ń domine lórí gbogbo ẹ̀ lẹ́ máa wá sọ jáde Wùnmí ò lè lọ free afẹ́fẹ́ ó ti fẹ́ fúrẹ́jì ẹ̀ wà ń tà ò lè lọ free rárá gbogbo ṣẹtiri bí kan tí èèyàn kan sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan wípé bàbá Mohbad ò gba owó ó rí opportunity yes wọ́n wò pé opportunity má lọ mọ́ wọn lọ́wọ́ ní pé tó bá lọ wọ́n lè má rí irú ẹ̀wọ̀n ẹ̀ lè mọ̀ pé opportunity ìyá ni opportunity ìyá.
ṣé kí n sáré sọ sí yẹn ṣé kí n sọ sí yẹn Bísọ́lá.
ẹ sọ sí ẹ̀gbọ́n.
ibi tí opportunity yẹn ti dangerous ẹ ká ti bí báyìí wò ẹ jẹ́ ká zoom pé bóyá kò ń ṣe family Mohbad kò yẹ pé neutral person tó wà ní Kòròdú yẹn òun ni ó lóun ní evidence pé Mohbad on the level ló kú kò kì í ṣe 12 but public ń dá owó fún ipe kó wá justice fún Mohbad ó dẹ̀ bọ́tà sọ pé òun ní evidence pé 11 ni Mohbad kú kò ṣe 12 but kò present ẹ̀ fọlọ́pàá kò dẹ̀ present ẹ̀ fún corona ó dẹ̀ wà public dẹ̀ wọ́n fún ní support ó tún yá Bíntìláyé ní òun tún ní another evidence true zomo kan fídíò yìí o ibi tí Mohbad o tó ti ń jà pẹ̀lú Wùnmí o tí Wùnmí ti di ọ̀bẹ mú sọ́wọ́ tó ló fẹ́ gún òun tó lóun bá dá sí tí zomo yẹn náà bọ́ta sọ tó wá ní the same person ẹni yẹn wà Kòròdú wọ́n tuntun fún ẹni yóò present ẹ̀ corona kò present ẹ̀ fọlọ́pàá kí Bukky Jesse tún ní ànẹ́ni ṣiṣẹ́ o òun tún fún ní audio àwọn kan confess kò tí yẹn ó ṣe kí ni ó tún mú fún ẹni yẹn ò present ẹ̀ fọlọ́pàá kò ló corona kẹ́ni yẹn náà tún wá padà tún wá bọ́ta kó ní alẹ́ mi sẹ́ níjọ́ yẹn o òun tún rí ẹ̀jẹ̀ báyìí tó sókè duvet ẹni yẹn o competition kò sọ fọlọ́ kò ṣe pẹ̀lú ọlọ́pàá kò sọ ní corona inquest kí lè rò pé public máa ṣe fún ẹ kí lè rò bá àwọn ọmọ Ìkòròdú tó máa ṣe fónítàn yẹn.
bọ́dá Yomi mi ò tiẹ̀ mọ̀ wọn tó sọ fún bàbá Mohbad pé wọn ò ní ṣẹ̀wọ̀n pẹ̀lú gbogbo tó ṣe yẹn táládájọ́ wọn ganan mo mọ̀ wọn tó sọ fún wọn mi mọ̀ wọn tó ń fún wọn lámọ̀ kí bàbá Mohbad o ẹ máa jó lọ mọ̀ ń wẹ̀ yín gbogbo nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ ṣe yìí o ẹrẹ́ jẹ́ o wọ́n fún yín evidence o ẹ sáré bọ́tà ìwádìí pọ́ǹkì sòmù àbí kí ló ń jẹ́ bí àsùnmù àbí kí ló lóhùn jẹ́ mo ò mẹ́ni tó sọ fún wọn pé wọn ò ní fara gbá ń bẹ̀ mi ò mẹ́ni tó sọ fún bàbá yẹn bàdáyọ̀ mi ò mẹ́ni tó sọ fún wọn bàbá yẹn gangan ó ti commit crime ju Wùmí gan lọ ju Wùmí gangan lọ.
ibi tí peaceful public protest which were very very crucial against Mr. Joseph Oluwabamiwa Aloba nìyẹn. Now, the public, we want to demand that you come up clean and with the truth now. If you talk about in publicly protest, ọlọ́pàá béèrè bóyá ọlọ́pàá pè fún ọlọ́pàá ni o fún then they will ask kí ni n tẹ fẹ́ kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ kí ni máa ń ṣe fún yín. When the public now says we gave this man money, he is leading this particular stuff, and he made some affirmative and direct statement. To bá jẹ́ pé yín sọ pé maybe and sọ pé on probability, but he confirmed, and two other witnesses also confirmed that credible and vital information that will help Mohbad to get justice are within him. Coupled with the fact that we want to ask him again, Itoje Karu, how on earth it took you almost 2 years before you set your eyes on the nurse. Tó jẹ́ pé ẹ tún wá padà sọ́nsìn bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń sọ yìí. Bí ìgbà tó yẹ pé nọ́ọ̀sì yẹn irọ́ ló ń pa kò treat ọmọ yín tó bá yẹ pé level ni Mohbad kú. So how are you so comfortable with the same nurse speaking in the coroner inquest? Ipò òun treat ọmọ yín tẹ́lẹ̀ mọ̀ pé on the level ọmọ yín kú tó dẹ̀ sọ pé on the 12th lòun treat ọmọ yín. It's either ìkọ́nà yẹn àbí nọ́ọ̀sì ló parọ́. So why we need to know.
Bàbá wà ní court nígbà tí nọ́ọ̀sì ń sọ̀rọ̀. Ìwọ sí mú happy ńgbà tó béèrè lọ nọ́ọ̀sì pé ìwọ sí mú happy pé wọ́n béèrè lọ́yẹ̀ pé ṣó rí bàbá rí olóhùn ò rí bàbá rí.
So at the end of the day, the public,
plan working.
but particularly the youth in that community should look and say, you have to tell us in clear terms, address us, because we care about Mohbad, and you made us believe that you are doing the right thing. How come the nurse, if your son actually died on the 11th, and you said it is no longer 12th, and a particular nurse came around to say your son died on the 12th, oh no, treat here, the 12th, tó fi kú. Ṣé Mohbad kú lẹ́ẹ̀mejì ni? Àbí wọ́n ṣe kí ni? Wọ́n defile òkú ẹ̀. So now, your own assertion, you're not making a move in the court of law or with the police. What is going on? Ẹni tó bá ní the public does not serve.
Àti lẹ́ni tó gbé kéèsì lọ sí kóòtù tó yẹ pé òun ló padà lọ ṣẹ̀wọ̀n bí àwọn ọmọ bí àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ yàn sọ fún wọn.
So the public who's got right to say, because of this particular stuff, we demand an explanation. Ibẹ̀ lọ́lọ́pàá wá sọ pé, Baba, did you collect money from this public or not? Yes. Okay. Did you receive credible information from anybody booking Jesse? But yes, you receive. Did you send it? Did you give it to the police? And you know, for ọlọ́pàá, did you see blood or not? Did you report to police? Did you tell this? But you are condemning the police that they didn't do anything. Iketabe, you said your son died on the 11th, and you deposed an affidavit in a public legal document. They deserve to know. You were in the coroner inquest, you were with the police for almost a year plus. Ellen, Ikeribe, if you complained in your statement that untosha la ifun yín ni pé nọ́ọ̀sì kan ló gún ọmọ yín pa, how come for the 4 months tí nọ́ọ̀sì yẹn fi wà ní police station tí ẹ fojú kan sójú báyìí ṣe ẹ lọ IPO pè yín pé wọ́n ti arrest the suspect ni àbẹ́yìn ò follow up ọ ṣe follow up yín ẹ follow up pẹ̀lú ọlọ́pàá tẹlifẹjọ́ sùn ẹ follow up lórí social media nìkan. Then they will now explain to him, can you see the reason why this public are legitimately aggrieved with the questions and the demands that they are making? So if you are going to answer them, can we go to our station? You have to go. We have to protect you first. But it will be wrong for us to tell this public that what they are demanding, that they don't have rights to demand it. No lawyer will tell you that they don't have right to demand. As a matter of fact, you are already inciting public anger if you refuse to tell them the truth. Your own lawyer not requesting the Folashade to come and testify to what she saw. So all these things are what people should understand, that you will the real Gobegongo to blame Lagos state government. You will start with the parents and the direct family of Mohbad. Blame ìyàwó, blame àbúrò, blame Darosha, ṣe wá blame ìyá, blame bàbá. Tẹ́ bá tọ́ pínpín dáadáa, rí pé róòlù táwọn yẹn play ó kẹnu kó tó wá kọ àwọn aráàta ká tó wá béèrè pé who is Zomo, kí lè ṣe tó ṣe, and stuff like that.
Mọ́mí Anjola, fídíò bàbá yẹn àti mo wá lórí kíní sí mi tí ọ̀bẹ́ ń gbà tí fóònù mi fọ̀mátì àti ti Ṣadé yẹn tó sọ pé àwọn ti rẹ́jẹ yẹn ṣì ní lórí kíní.
Mo ní.
Bísọ́lá ẹ̀ ń dara yín láàmú.
Mo ní.
ṣé ńgbà tí kíní sọ ẹ̀rí blessing tó jẹ́ ẹ̀gbọ́n tó ń jù nǹkan sójú olórí. Nígbà tó béèrè lọ́wọ́ ìyàwó pé kí ni ó tẹ sọ sí ojú olórí, ó lóun sọ aṣọ funfun àti Bible.
Wàláì mo gbé yẹn fún sista Tẹ́ni mo gbé yẹn fún sista Tẹ́ni ẹ bọ́n ṣe gbé blessing jáde.
Ó ní protection ọkùnrin mi ó ní protection ni ó ní protection ló jẹ́.
Hold on, ẹ má ti sáré interject bẹ́ẹ̀. Ohun tó wà nílẹ̀ tó simple jù, irú